Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope that everybody is doing nicely. I hope you had a good day. Hello to Eki. Hello to Jasmine. Hello to Shar, if you're here yet. If not, then we'll see you soon. Hello to our dear friend Sean. Hello to Angel Watson and beautiful Lilith. How is everybody doing tonight, guys? I'm going to start on off over here with Eki. After Eki, I'm going to be moving on forward to Shar, and then I'm going to go and see our dear friend Jasmine. So here we go for Eki to begin with. We would like to, well, we'll start off at 1 minute. Let's start off with the blunt deck, and let's go for it to this one. Okay, and let's go here. All right. I'm in a dark place right now. Spirit is sending me, actually, some light. I'm a little bit undecided at this moment. I need a little bit more time to think this through. Please do not rush me. I'm so scared at this moment. I can't quite face this at the moment. I'm going to tell you how I truly do feel. I want to be able to meet up with you. I have a lot of sexual thoughts towards you. And my higher self is also trying to reach on out towards you. Let's continue on over here, sweet one. And voila. Let me just close this up, and here we go. Your presence into my life has brought me so much happiness. I believe that we do belong together, and I'm waiting for that moment. It kills me that we have to be apart at this moment, but I want you to know that I'm still learning. I've been dreaming about having a future together. I want to see you happy. I want to live a beautiful life with you. My world has started crumbling down since you left. Hold on, I have an escapee of a card. All right. Let's move on forward to deck number 3. Let's go over here. All right. I believe that we have intense chemistry and intense attraction. I am having a massive wake-up call at this moment. At this moment, I am still a little bit running from this connection. But I want you to know that I am constantly thinking about you. Will you be able to wait for me? I want you to know that I'm into a slow progress, but I'm into the right direction, closer to be with you. Be patient, please, and give me a little bit more time to grow. Let's put this one away. Let's move over to this one. I am not quite ready to open on up. I do want to be with you, but I am absolutely terrified. I wish I could be there for you right now. I feel empty without you. I know that I've let you down. And I don't believe that I truly do deserve you. And let's go with deck number 5. Let's go over here. So Shar's going to be up next. I'm going to be giving a timestamp. And we're going to go over here to this one that we haven't seen until a little while, that we like. Hello, my beautiful gypsy. You make my heart skip a beat. I get butterflies whenever we do talk. I know that I keep giving you all different kind of mixed signals. I know that I can be hot. I know that I can be cold. I want to know, are you in love with me, or are you in love with my potential? I'm also not quite ready to settle on down. And I wanted to play the feel, and now look where that got me. Absolutely nowhere. Eki, sending you so much love, sweetie. I'm going to move on forward now and go and see Shar. So just one moment, I'm going to go and gather that. Let me go over here. Okay, seems as though she did not quite send me an email. I just got it into the PayPal, so just one brief moment, guys. I'm a little bit unsure too if I do have something from Jasmine at this moment. Everything's a little bit buggy tonight. I do have yours, so as I'm logging into PayPal, I'll actually go into your reading, my beautiful Jasmine, and I will be with Shar right after you, and then I'll go and see Gypsy, because it will take me a brief moment to log back into PayPal. All right, so hold on, my beautiful Jasmine. You're going to be up next. All right. I just have to answer this over here, and voila. We should have our beautiful Amy, who has arrived also. I don't know why everything is so slow tonight. Everything is slow onto my YouTube is slow. Everything is slow. I don't know why. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. Jasmine, I'm coming on over, sweetie. Trying to navigate through this snowness. Into the meanwhile, I'm going to come into your reading, sweetie, because it's ridiculous. So question number 1. Okay, yes. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me go and see that. So I'm going to go and see for your question number 1. And I'm going to say a little bit like you said, forget about what anybody has to think. You don't need anybody's judgment. If they want to judge, they can judge. It's entirely up to them, but they don't know everything. And besides, it is entirely up to you. Nobody must judge. So for the moment that they judge you and you don't like it, I say go away. If it's okay with you, then just kind of stick around. As for your answer in question number 1, my sweetie, I'm actually going to have to say, I don't really feel as though we're feeling lost due to what you're mentioning into your question. I don't feel as though we're lost. I know that we do hold on to the people in question into your question number 1. We do hold on to them quite some bit, but I don't feel as though we necessarily feel as though we are lost. We want to hold on to them, and we want to do as much as we can to try to spend as much time as possible. But I don't see anything more. Like, I just feel like we want to be there as much as possible. We want to be present is what I can see. But I don't see any type of feelings of being lost. Okay, hold on. Okay, just one moment, guys. The Aries in me is getting upset at PayPal is what is happening. Okay, yay. Okay, question number 2, my lovely. Let's go and see. So Shar is up next, followed out by Gypsy, and then I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend Amy. hopefully we have something nice and positive like we did yesterday. Amy, yesterday was somewhat of a breakthrough into the energy that we had. So, my dear Jasmine, in question number 2, I'm going to say that we're a little bit drawn back. I'm going to say that we're really, really quite a little bit into hermit mode. We're focused onto ourselves. We're not focused on anybody else or any other relationship or anything as such. It is really about me, or I, but nobody else really. So I'm actually going to have to say that it's more of a friendship, really. Whatever happens, happens, but nothing much more. I don't feel as though there's any, deep feelings. Let me go and see about the other. Okay, so into the other, I'm actually going to have to say we're a little bit in limbo. I feel as though he's actually being dishonest with himself and with others that are surrounding him into the whole thing. But I feel as though he is really, really quite strong-willed. I feel like he's looking somewhat to some type of new beginnings, or anyways holding on to it. So I'm going to say into question number 3, we seem to be wanting to anyways hold on and wanting to make things a little bit better, but not knowing if it is going to actually be a possibility or not. Oh, well, there you go. I finally got Sharifa's questions exactly where I wanted them from PayPal, but like hours later. Here we go. It's okay. I'm finally logged in. All is good. So we're moving on forward to Sharifa at this moment. And then I'm going to go and see Gypsy and Amy. So Sharifa, I'm just retrieving your questions and I'm going to give you a timestamp. Well, hello, my beautiful Sierra. Nice to see you. YouTube King 744. Nice to see you and welcome to the channel, sweetie. Don't post your question right away, my lovely. I don't know if you have or not. I'm just going to scroll on down because I was busy elsewhere. Hello, Maria. How are you doing, sweet one? Okay. YouTube King 744. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for joining us tonight, sweetie. Don't post your question right away. Or your name is Jasmine. Oh, well, look at that. And you want to know. Okay, well, I got your question there. I'll try to get to you before it does disappear. Thank you, my sweetie. And as for love, healthy, living in nature, I'll be with you into the following after. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. By the way, guys, tomorrow's live is at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, late live, 18 plus, sexy tarot, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so let's go and see over here for Shar, who is going to be at 13 minutes. 13 minutes. Let's go for it, Shar. Will this woman, M, believe you next time you see her and apologize? How are we going to do that? I'm sorry about that, my beautiful Shar. As if you need that, seriously. Okay. Are we going to be apologizing? I'll say no. Are we going to be believing you? Neither. I'm going to say no, neither. So I'm going to say you're kind of stuck into the same situation. Well, same, but not quite the same. I'm going to say you're not getting a I'm sorry, and you're not really getting, like, she doesn't necessarily believe you into whatever seems to be happening, but I still feel like there's somewhat of a little bit of a movement forward. So are you exactly stuck into the same place? Not quite. There is movement, but it's not all that great. So I'm going to say, hold on, sweetie, okay? I don't know what this person is asking from you. I don't know what it is they believe, but hold on. Things will get better, but you're not going to get a sorry, and they're not going to be believing you right away. But I kind of feel like they're willing to just kind of pass over it. I know you're missing him, sweetie. Next time you see him, how and how's it going to be? I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to give you the messages at the end to just kind of sweeten off things, right? Give you a little bit of that cherry on top of the sundae, if you will. Okay, my lovely, beautiful Ace of Cups over here. Next time you are going to be seeing him, it is going to be about an offering. It's going to be an offering of love, an offering of emotions, certain liberation at the same time, I do have to say. And it's really going to be that moment of decisions. It's decision time when you guys see each other, because yes, you're going to have talked previously like a time or two, but then it's really going to be, okay, we're here, we're together, let's talk about things. How are we moving on forward, and what are we doing? So it's not just about having that reconciliation and being together. We're talking about things. We're trying to figure out things, and we're trying to figure out to bring a certain stability so we can move on forward to the next step, which is so very important, sweetie. So I'm going to say it's going to be nice. It's going to be open. It's going to be relaxed, but there's going to be a lot of conversation to try to a little bit figure out what is really going to be coming up next. Oh, where will he kiss you for the first time? Oh, sweetie, that's going to be onto your beautiful lips. It is onto your lips. You're are gonna have one after. It's going to be following onto the cheek, but it is onto the lips. But the first one is kind of, it is short but sweet. It is short but passionate. It is nice. It is everything that it is meant to be, but we don't want it to be too lingering, because we don't really know if it's completely accepted or not. So this is why it is short, but it is quite sweet. Going through his mind, it's going to be altering kind of questions. I don't really feel like we're going to be enjoying that moment. Well, onto his side, not necessarily enjoying the moment, because he's going to have all these thoughts, all these wonders. Is this okay? Is this what she wants also? Do I do more? Do I do less? What's really going to be my next step? So there's a lot of questions going through his mind. Basically, I'll say a lot of doubt, a lot of questioning, needing to have answers and a certain security. Let me go and give you a couple messages coming from him, my sweetie. Here we go. I know that we are soulmates. Will you give me that second chance? I'm going to try to fix everything that I have done. I see a future with you. Sometimes I feel a little bit insecure when I'm around you. I want to finally take control of my life. I didn't mean what it was that I said and what I did last time we saw. Without you in my life, I feel so stuck. Please be patient with me. Please do so. I am trying to be the man that you need into your life. I deeply regret walking away from you. And sometimes I'm scared that you won't really quite forgive me, or maybe even accept me. My beautiful Shar, sending you so much love, sweetie. Moving on forward now to our dear friend over here. Hold on, Gypsy. It is your turn, sweet one. My beautiful Amy, if you have not posted out your questions, please do post out. So Gypsy is up next. Hold on. Followed out by Amy. Okay. Well, hello, my beautiful Carrie. How are you doing, sweet one? You wish you were cuddling with Roberto, right? There is an icy snowstorm by you. Oh, we're actually expecting somewhat of a snowstorm tonight, and we're expecting somewhat of a snowstorm like tomorrow too. It's continuing. We had such nice weather today. It was like 5 degrees. Our snow was actually melting, which I was all excited about, but I knew I shouldn't be all that excited, because when I listen to the weather, it says like a storm is coming on in tonight all the way until tomorrow morning. So whatever we lost, we're getting like 10 times more tomorrow. Okay, so Gypsy, Amy, I'm actually looking to see if you did post in your questions. I'm looking for like a million different little index fingers going on up, but I don't quite see any yet. So Amy, just let me know. Oh yeah, we don't quite have it yet, do we? Okay, let me go see. Maybe they are into my email. And they are not into my email. Okay, so we're going to wait for, you know, me to kind of pop on in. Maria, I've got you over here. It is all perfect. Okay, sweeties. So I'm going to go on, see Gypsy. What is MH feeling? Sierra, you're going to be up next. So Gypsy followed out by Sierra. Followed out by YouTube King 744. And then if Amy is on back, Amy will be up next. So what is MH feeling? Is he thinking about you, and what does he think of? Let's go this one. And Let's go see this one. I know, usually Amy is pretty much there. She usually posts up her questions. There's like nothing. She's like a little bit of a ghost here tonight. Jasmine, I got your part too, my sweetie. Thank you for sending on in. So my dear Gypsy, here we go. What is MH feeling? Oh, decision, being felt alone, feeling as though we are lost, feeling as though we have no control. He has lost complete control altogether. Knowing and hoping that if something would change, that he would definitely take it. Wondering if you're going to be changing your mind also. But knowing that himself has no real power at this moment. So I'm going to say we're feeling really quite let down. We're feeling a little bit depressed. We would love to have at least a reach out, even if it was a reach out into somewhat of a friend type of a zone. We want to have some type of a reach out so that we can have somewhat of a belief that, hey, something could happen between both of you guys again. We want to have that door open up again. And the fact that the door is closed right now is creating a lot of blockages within him, creating a lot of sadness, a lot of frustration, and a lot of questioning to know if you're going to actually be unblocking him at some point, if you're going to actually, not necessarily unblocking him, but if you're actually going to reach on out towards him. Now, is he thinking about you? Well, no doubt about it. And what is he thinking? Yeah, we'll take out more cards upon this and go and see. How was your day, beautiful Carrie? How are things going for you? Are you expecting somewhat of a snowstorm? Or are you already into the snowstorm? I'm getting the snowstorm that you had, perhaps, Carrie. My beautiful Gypsy, is he thinking about you? He definitely is, but he's thinking about this. He's thinking about a lot of passion, a lot of wants, a lot of desires, but he's thinking about a lot about sex. I'm getting over here toxic. I'm getting karmic type of connections. He's just really hooked upon you. Truly what he is, my beautiful Gypsy. There's all different kind of reasons why people don't stay into relationships or why they can't ultimately commit. And to this one, we have a codependency. There's no doubt about it. It is there. We have problems trying to unhook from you, even though we don't necessarily want to hook up with you. But anyways, that's a big thing. That's just kind of, hello, Margie. Nice to see you, sweetie. That is something that he's kind of juggling with himself onto his own side. So he knows that he needs to kind of move on forward. He does, but he's not really ready for it. So I'm going to say for the moment, he's kind of trying to readjust his life as best as he can. He's not able to do so, Gypsy. That would just mean that if he would tell you that, that would mean that his ego would be affected. That would mean, hello, Lex, nice to see you. Gypsy, that would just mean that his ego is hurt, that he's lost power, that you're stronger than him because you're the one who's taking the decisions. And it just puts him into a possibility and into a place where he's just not comfortable. He is not well with that. He feels sad. He feels as though he is powerless. And he is most likely, and he would prefer to actually lose you than for you to see all his vulnerability. It's that bad, sweetie. It is nice to see you, Lex. How are you feeling, sweet one? Sierra, love notes from Addie. Let me go and see that, my beautiful Sierra. Absolutely. Gypsy, it's a crazy world, sweet one. Let me go and give you some love notes over here. I'm actually going to start on off with this one. YouTube King 744, you're up next. Then I'm going to go and see Jasmine, and I'm going to go and see our beautiful Maria. Still waiting for our dear Amy, but she should be popping on in soon. All right, my lovely. I want to tell the people that are around you, I want to tell the people that are around me also how amazing you actually are. With you, I do feel so very safe. I want to do something special for you. Tell me what it is exactly that you do love about me. I have never been so happy until the day that I met you. I need you to trust me. I've never been so loved the way that you love me. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Lilith. Yes, Friday and Sunday, our lives are late lives. Let's continue on with this one over here. All right, let me just go over here one moment. And voila. I believe that we belong together no matter what happens. You're always going to be into my life. Your presence into my life has brought me so much happiness. I've been dreaming about us having a future together. In the heart of hearts, I do truly love you and I do truly want to be with you. My world has started since I met you. I will always love you no matter what happens between us. And I love all the small little things. And let's go and finish this up with this one over here, this cute little deck. I'm going to open up, actually I do not need to open up, Maria, because you sent me an email. All right. Sometimes I do have fears that you might let me go, though. I want you to know that you are so very good to me. I just want to kiss you. You are so very beautiful. I really do want to see you. You are my biggest wish, and I truly do dream of you. Whoever this is, they truly do like you, my sweet one. I'm sending you so much love, my beautiful. Well, thank you, my beautiful Margie, sweetie. I will be with you momentarily, lovely. Thank you, Lilith. And thank you, my beautiful Gypsy. Let's go see YouTube King 744, and your beautiful name is Jasmine, right? So let me go and find your question. It was just a little bit higher up. I'm just going to go and retrieve it. So your name is Jasmine, and you want to know, does James feel Ariana is a better woman than you? Okay, let me go and see that, sweetie. We're going to take this one out, and we're going to take this one out, and we're going to do a little bit of a comparison. How's that, sweetie? So for the moment, we are with Jasmine over here. We're going to be following up after with Love, Healthy Living, and Nature, followed out by Maria and Margie. So, my lovely, let's go and see this, sweetie. Actually, I'm going to do two like mini crosses, if you will, to come and get this information on out for you. Okay, so I have this one. And I'm going to have this one over here. The bottom of the deck of this one over here is going to be the Two of Swords. Okay, and here we go. Yes, it's kind of interesting. Bottom of the deck over here is the Knight of Cups. Let me explain what I'm seeing over here, okay? I'm actually going to start off with the first deck, which is actually showing you, okay? So, my beautiful Jasmine, what I can see with you is I feel like we have towards you, I feel like we have a lot of passion. We have a lot of desires. We have a lot of lust. So we have a lot of physical desires that are towards you. I feel as though we don't necessarily want to end anything with you, or if it did end, we didn't really necessarily want a certain ending. But at the same time, we were kind of lost. And I'm really seeing over here that we're a little bit unsure about, you know, where the direction of all of this was going. We kind of felt like, anyways, onto James' side, it was really something that might have been a little bit more physical. So this is what I'm seeing onto that side. What's happening over here with Ariana is a little bit different. Ariana, I feel as though, yes, we do believe as though Ariana could be Not a better woman than you. I would not say it that way, sweetie. I don't want to compare the other one as being better than you. I'm going to compare this person as maybe being more compatible into a relationship for James, because she's not better than you. So I'm going to say over here with you, it is something that turned into be something that is very, very passionate, something very more lustful, but we were uncertain about the future. If I move over to Ariana, I feel like we have a little bit more thoughts towards the future. We do. We believe that we could have somewhat of a commitment, somewhat of a possibility together. But at the same time, what's kind of interesting to the whole thing is that we believe that with this lady over here, we have more chances onto a long-term relationship because it's more fitting perhaps with our personality. But we know that we have a lot of problems. We don't necessarily believe into this one neither. And our Knight of Cups is actually saying that whatever is going on over here, if he has left you to go with this person, or this person's energy is a little bit into the way, it's not going to last all that long. Our Knight is actually going to end up leaving because things are going to become complicated, not quite the way that they wanted. So I'm going to have to say, may it be you, my beautiful, or may it be Ariana. I don't feel, unfortunately, that neither one of you guys are going to be able to have James. I feel as though Ariana over here is too strong. She wants way too many things that he is not able to give. And it's a little bit the problem that I'm seeing with you. You want some things with him. He's not able to give them with you. He thought that maybe he'd have a little bit more lenience over here, but he doesn't really, which is why he's going to end up leaving this person. And with you, he's still very passionate, has a lot of desire. Is one better than the other? Absolutely not. He just thought that maybe with this one over here, he'd have a little bit more, perhaps, freedom. And he saw maybe a little bit more compatibility personality-wise, but nothing much more, sweet one. I'm sorry, sweetie. I hope that helped you out into some kind of way, lovely. I'm giving you a really, really big hug, sweetie. Your blood type. Why are you guys talking about blood type? What is that? I'm a rare blood type. I am. I cannot give to everybody. I cannot. I'm in like 7% of the whole worldwide. My older son too. My youngest son, I don't know. He's the only one I actually don't know his blood type. But that being said, it does. Okay, sweetie. If there's anything else I can do for you, please do let me know. Okay, my beautiful Jasmine? Sending you a whole lot of love, sweetie. Better things will be coming your way, sweet one. All right. You started, really? Seriously? Yours is coffee positive, right? Moving on over here to Jasmine, followed out by Maria and Margie. So, Jasmine, for you, I'm going to move over here. We're going to do that like that, and we're going to come right over here to the right one. Okay, sweet one. Question number 1. Question number 1. Actually not really thinking, not really seeing all that much. And that pretty much goes to go a little bit with the flow of things, how things have been going. We feel as though this is something that kind of comes on in, kind of goes on out, comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out. So it kind of has fluctuations. I feel like you had somewhat of a little bit of time together, and it was nice and it was enjoyable. And it was a little bit of a reconnection, if you will. But at the same time, I feel as though things have a little bit, just kind of dissipated themselves, which is not going to say that they're not going to come on back, but he's not necessarily going to be sending out a message towards you. I'm going to say that if you want to have a message, you're going to have to send out a message back out. I don't really feel like he likes to be the one who is necessarily beginning things, especially since he's not over here close to you. If it was close to you, it would be a different type of a situation. But since he is far away, I don't really feel like he necessarily wants to play into that. So I'm going to have to say over here, he's not really thinking all that much of it because of all this time that has gone before where nothing is really happening. So even if he thinks that you guys are not going to, write for a month or a month and a half or something, he doesn't really feel like it's going to change anything into the relationship because up until now, it hasn't really. when you guys kind of reconnected, there was no holding on back. There was nothing weird. And this is what he believes is going to be happening into the future also. Well, let's go see question number 2. Let's go with the traditional one over here. I'm going to say into the month of April at some point in time. A little bit unclear about when, maybe the 2nd or the 3rd week of April. Question number 3. Maria, don't go too far. You're next. Margie also. Okay. I'm going to say not too much at first. I don't really feel as though even whenever he does come on back right away that there's going to be a connection right away. It's going to take a little bit of a time, but there's no doubt about it. I feel as though you're going to be going out, you're going to go for a bite to eat, and most likely you're going to finish up, you know, pretty much like you have into the past. So I'm going to say a little bit of a déjà vu. Question number 4 is a little bit tricky, sweetie. I don't feel as though this person is going to be texting you until they actually come on back. And when they do come on back, it's going to take a couple of weeks. So if you do wait for this person to send you a message, you're going to wait until somewhere around into the month of May, beginning May, maybe even mid-May. If you end up actually reaching on out before, then I do believe if you do reach on out when this person is actually back over here, then you guys will actually be able to see each other before. But if you just kind of wait for that person to do something, it's going to take a little bit longer. In both ways, you do have somewhat of the same type of outcome. So you do have an outcome where you guys are seeing each other, you're enjoying yourselves, and you're getting back into a little bit into the same routine that you guys used to be into. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Jasmine, sweetie. I'm going to open up over here, Maria. Oh my gosh, it is short. I'm loving these short mails, seriously. It is nice and sweet and short. I'm wondering if Amy is with us yet. She sent a donation like 45 minutes ago and she's still not here. Okay, so I'm going to move on forward and go and see our beautiful Maria. Hello, my sweet Tiffany. How are you doing, sweetie, tonight? Tatiana, nice to see you also, lovely. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, were you Lilith? You're wondering who we're on? Okay, well, okay, guys, Lilith and Watson. I don't know. Am I all over the place? Okay, so Lilith and Watson, my sweeties, at this moment. Well, hello, sweet one. By the way, beautiful picture, Lex. You change your picture again, sweetie. Thank you, Lilith. At the moment, I am moving on forward to Maria, followed out by Margie, followed out by Tiffany and Lex. Whenever Amy comes on in, it'll be her turn whenever she comes on in at some point. Yes. And C, nice to see you also. Thank you, sweet one. So let's go forward and let's go see our beautiful Maria, followed out by Margie and Tiffany. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and I'll be with you guys very, very shortly. I promise you. So, sweet one, Maria, 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 Mrs. Love. So, no, you did not get, you honestly, you did. You really got a snowstorm, icy, and they canceled. Oh, no. Oh, no, that is so bad. I know. Okay, let me go and do a daily checkup. I'm so sorry. Oh, my gosh, they canceled, right? But you know what? The good news over here, Maria, is that it's bad news for the moment, but it could be good news for coming on up into the future. Now, usually when they do have those, you know, storm days, they usually actually end up taking them back at some point. I know there's a certain amount into the calendars, but I know for us, there's always like, we have too many storms. So there's like 1 or 2 of them that they end up taking on back somewhere in time. So maybe you'll end up, you know, at some point being able to a little bit, you know, gain back that time with him. So let's go and see over here for our beautiful Maria what is happening. Okay, sweet one. So, oh, you miss Roberto. Daily checkup. 9 of Swords. Look at that. This is exactly how you're feeling. Sad, sorrow, anxiety, wonder, frustration, distress, everything just kind of mixed on into one single card. It said exactly how you're feeling and how he's feeling in one card. That being said, if we could only see each other, we would have happiness, we would have joy, we would be happy, knowing that today was a total blockage altogether by the universe. Nothing happening, no manifestations. So our magician is not doing anything whatsoever. But are we thinking about you? Yes. Are we wondering about you? Yes. We're wondering what you're doing onto this beautiful day. We're hoping that you are not necessarily going on out and that you're staying put so you don't end up getting yourself, hurt in any kind of a way. So are we thinking about you? Yeah, we're actually wondering what you're doing into this weather, sweetie. And we're hoping that you're actually staying really quite, put. Are we missing you? I have absolutely no doubt about it. Why? We're still thinking nonetheless about our time, about our scheduling, if we're together or not, and when are we going to be asking you out. Today would have been such a perfect day to come on over that hot coffee, right? Onto an icy storm. So Page of Cups over here, wanting to offer towards you. Wanting what? Wanting beauty. 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Could you get better? 2 of Cups would be another beautiful one. Oh, there you go. 2 of Cups. Voila, my sweetie. You got all the beautiful cards in one spread. So it's about offering. It's about love. It's about being with you. It's about fantasizing about kissing you and holding you and really just being able to spend that beautiful time with you. So are you still on schedule and is he missing you? Absolutely. Is there anybody else around that you should be worried about? Yes or no? Anybody else around? Let's go see. And I'm going to go and see if there's anything else that you should know. And I'll give you some messages because what's a reading without messages, right? So anybody else around? Absolutely not. And if there were somebody who would come around, you know what he'd do? He'd walk away just like Alice is doing over here, not interested whatsoever, being on guard and saying, no way, I'm not interested. So I'm going to say you're good for gold. Anything else that you should know? Anything whatsoever? Let's go see. Anything else that you should be aware of? Here we go. All right, my lovely. Anything. So far, I'm going to say we're into those changes. I was telling you about those beautiful cards, was I not? 4 Wands, celebration, stability over here. What you need to know actually is really not all that important at this moment. You really just need to know that he is sad, that he's not seeing you, that he's not connecting with you, even though if it is just for a simple brief moment, even though it is not just simply seeing you onto those cameras as you're walking down those aisles or those corridors. He misses those little tiny connections that you guys have because they really just mean the very best and the utmost for him. So I'm going to say that's truly what it is that you need to know today. There's nothing all that much more that you need to know. He misses you. He loves you. He's thinking about you. And he still has all his plans. So I'm going to say, so far, you're good for gold. Let me give you a couple messages from him. Now let me go back over here. Thank you, Lexi, for sending your questions out. Beautiful Tiffany. Thank you so very much. I know those cameras, right? Ooh la la. I know. Let's go see. Nice to see you, my beautiful Melissa, by the way. Lucas or Melissa, it is nice to see you. We want to be asking you, please do forgive me. Please do forgive me. And you're wondering, why forgive me? Forgive you for what he has done last year around Christmas time, right? Yeah, he should have just accepted everything that was going on. And you guys wouldn't be into this place at this moment. It is really, really quite hard living without you. I want you to know that my heart is absolutely 100,000,000% yours. You need to give me a little bit of time. I am working upon it. I want you to know that I have I have millions of regrets within all of this, but I will never, ever, ever give up on us. Thank you. And my beautiful Maria, I know we'll see each other again because, I don't know, you've got a lot of names. I'm like our beautiful Boomerang. Lilith calls you our Terminator. Sending you so much love, Maria. Let's go see our dear friend over here. Margie, it is your turn. What is that? They broke into your house on Valentine's night? What is that? Fortunately, did not hurt any of your dogs, and your camera didn't work. Was this a plan of robbery? Oh my God. I am so sorry, Margie, sweetie. Oh my God, I am so sorry, lovely. Okay, let me go see. Oh, sweet one. And your cameras did not work, right? I'm so sorry, Margie. That is so scary. Now, the fact that your cameras are not working was really quite odd. Let me go see what's going on. I'm so sorry. Now, if I'm understanding well, they did not find out who it was or anything of the such, was it? Okay. All right, my beautiful. I'm going to say let's leave the cops kind of work through this, but I'm going to say that it was planned. I'm going to say that I'm not going to say that you know these people, but is it possible that anybody else around your house into your neighborhood, you might not be aware of it, is there a possibility that there's been other thefts into your neighborhood not too long ago? Yeah, no, they're not going to try again. Whatever it is that they wanted, they came on in for it, or they saw that they didn't really necessarily have what they wanted. It had been planned, though, for quite some time, I'm going to say, and I feel as though they've actually been going around the different houses. And I don't want to scare the crap out of you, sweetie, but I'm going to say get those cameras fixed ASAP. They were actually watching around your house, I'm going to say, since the last 2-3 weeks before it actually happened. You do not know these people. I know sometimes we do know them, you know, but yeah, you do not know them. But they have been robbing other people around at the same time. What they were truly looking for was money. They were looking for money. They're not looking for art. They're not looking for, they're not necessarily looking for jewelry. They're looking for money. And I'm going to say just the fact that even that your dogs were there was something that just kind of scared them at the same time. So are you good for gold? Yes, they're not going to be coming on back. They were looking for money. They did not get what they want, but they're not going to come back because they know that you don't necessarily have any laying around. They wanted something quick. They wanted to come on in, they want to go back out. It's pretty much what they did. I feel as though they're doing it into other households also somewhere around your corner. So I'll say get your cameras fixed, sweetie. Make sure that your doors are locked if you're able. Some people often even put like beware of dogs. I don't know how big your dogs are or anything. And they did take some of your jewelry. They're looking for money. They're looking for something that they can pawn really quickly, sweetie. So they're taking whatever it is really quick, and then they're just going to leave with it. So that's it. They've got what they wanted, and they're going to leave with it. There's nothing more than they want. On money, yeah, no TV, or no, they're not looking for TV electronic. It was way too big, sweetie. They wanted something quick, in and out. If they could see it, they took it. Jewelry, it's easy. You bring it to a pawn shop, you end up making money off of it, right? Hello, my beautiful Simran, sweetie. Nice to see you. Simran, by the way, we were looking for you last night. You could have posted your questions, sweet one. You kind of disappeared and we were looking for you. I felt bad, sweetie. I'm glad you're back. So my beautiful Margie, I'm going to have to say over here, they're not looking for anything big and they're not coming back. So you're good, okay? You're okay. But please get your cameras fixed, sweetie. But they're not coming on back. It's just for a future references. It happens, my dear God. We have people over here into my neighborhood who are, they go after cars, cars that are unlocked. They're going after SUVs. Actually, they're stealing SUVs from houses around here. So a lot of people over here don't necessarily lock their cars or anything of the such. And if it's not into a garage, well, people will try to just kind of open on up and they'll take. I've been a victim, not into this place where I'm living now, but into another town that I was living into. I was not locking my doors. I didn't have a garage. And somebody came on into my car. They stole, I had like, I think $400 or $500 into the car. And they stole that and they just left. Never saw them again, never caught them, anything of the such. They take what they want and they don't come on back. So I'm sorry for everything that you did lose, though, sweetie. I'm sorry for the anxiousness. I'm sorry for the pain. I'm sorry for all the stress. It's scary as hell, but you're going to be okay. They're not going to come back. It was at night. It was at night, sweetie. Night. Actually, no, Lilith, I did do Jasmine right before Margie. So she was like, no, actually, Lilith, I did Jasmine before Maria. So she must be a good 10, 12 minutes ago, sweetie. So, Lilith and Watson, I'm going to have to say over here, Jasmine, your reading was done right after YouTube King 744, or the other Jasmine that was right before you, sweet one. So you're about 10, 12 minutes ago, my lovely, right before you. Yeah, now I'm with Margie. I had Maria, and then it was you. Okay, I got you, sweet one. Thank you. I was sure that you were here. Margie, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad that everything is okay. Sending you a whole bunch of love, sweetie. That's scary. Yeah, it was a Jasmine, but now we're with, yeah, they're two different ones. I know, it's kind of confusing, isn't it? But I did do the other Jasmine also. I'm actually moving on forward over here to our beautiful Tiffany. So I will actually refresh over here for everybody so everybody can know where they are, because I think I'm getting everybody confused tonight. Okay, wait, and we are the 16th. Everything is good into PayPal, so we're still looking for Amy, but other than Amy, I am right now with our beautiful Tiffany, followed up by Lex, NC, and Simran. That's our list. It's okay, all is good, sweetie. Oh, you have to keep an eye out for that too, Carrie. That's kind of scary. I know. Good thing she wasn't home at the time. That is so scary. Uh, um, Tiffany, sweetie. First of all, I'm glad you're here. I don't know. I have not read your questions yet, but I'm sending you a big hug to begin with, because I know you need it, and I know that you deserve it, and I know that you're not getting the love that you deserve. So, my beautiful Tiffany, your supervisor wrote you up. Should you be worried? Let's go see. Here we go for Tiffany. Lex and NC are up next. Yeah, that is interesting. I have 13, Carrie. I love YouTube. Sometimes it's a little bit glitchy, though. Hey, Lilith, you say your brain cells are at a war. I just love that. That is so perfect. Oh, Margie, blessings sent out to you, sweetie. Oh, so much, my beautiful. I'm going to do a prayer for you tonight, my beautiful Margie. I just want beautiful and good things, and I want you to feel more secure. All right, Tiffany, your superior wrote you up. Should you be worried? Yeah, you are worried. You're already worried. You're asking me if you should be, but you already are. You're worried. You've got a lot of fear. You've got a lot of nightmares. Kind of feel like, hey, you know what? You just want to give up altogether. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling as though you're being judged over here, and you're wondering what the heck that outcome is going to be. Is the outcome going to be good, or is it going to be bad? I feel like altogether it is going to be good. So the only thing that I'm seeing over here, is there a possibility sometimes that you might lose a couple hours, or you might lose like a shift? Not repeatedly. I just feel as though there might be a little bit of a loss, because I'm seeing a little bit of a financial loss over here for some reason, but I do see a lot of contentment into the overall end. I feel like you're satisfied by it and things are going to be okay. So ultimately, I will say you don't really need to be worried, but you might end up being cut off of maybe a shift, or you might have some type of financial penalty that might be kind of coming on out from it. It's not going to be anything big. You're not going to lose your job, so everything is going to be okay. And I feel like you're going to be able to turn the page after that. So I'll say ultimately things will be okay. I still know that you're going to be worried, but things will be okay. Love you too, my beautiful Margie. I know you can't sleep. That is so scary. And I don't know what I can say to you, Margie, to try to, other than your dogs, other than having those cameras up. You could have like imagery saying that you've got cameras. I don't know, sweet one. I have for my kid's door. It seems kind of silly, Margie, but my little boy, my boy who's 10 years old, he likes like spy stuff, and I have like a little detector, Margie, and it could actually make you feel better. It's a little detector that it's small. It looks like a lock, and you tie it onto a doorknob. So you would tie it inside your house onto your doorknob, and you just kind of activate it. That's it. And if anybody tries to open that door into any kind of a way, it screams out with the largest and the most humongous alarm ever. It's like an anti-penetration into a room type of a thing. Yeah, and I think it cost me like $15, seriously. And it is so loud, it is so effective. So something like that will scare the crap out of anybody. If you're able to find just a tiny little thing like that, they don't even have to be worried. From the moment that they try to open some type of door whatsoever, if you've got that thing onto your door, you're good for gold. They'll be scared. I'm serious, Margie. It's a little spy thing, and I got it. It's at a toy store. I swear, it costs like $15, Margie. It looks like a lock. You just turn it on. It functions with batteries. You put it onto the doorknob, and if anybody moves that door, if it opens even by like a half of an inch, it's got the loudest sound ever. Yeah, you just want to shut it off. Everybody's going to run away. Yeah, I know. What the heck is that called, sweetie? What is it called? Wait. Alarm. Margie, could you send me, please? Could you send me an email and just write to me the name of the alarm? I'm going to go and try and find out what that is. Yeah, it's going to sound weird. We use it for my boyfriend. Because my kids sometimes they don't really want dad coming on in and bothering them, so they stick it onto the door. Yeah, so Margie, please send me an email. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to go and find out what the heck that thing is called so you can order it and you can find it. It's like $10, $15 maximum. It'll scare the crap out of anybody. Okay. Yeah, but but if you want to send me an email, I will let you know what it is. I just need to go and do some research and find out what it is. Hold on just one second. Let me just go see if I can like really, really quickly find it for you over here. I know where it is that I bought it. I know that you don't have that store where you are, but let me go see what the heck this thing is called. Yeah, I'm going to have to look a little bit further for it. Okay, Margie, if you want to send me an email, let me know, and I promise you, I will find that for you. I will tell you what the name is so you can purchase it yourself, sweetie, and you'll be okay. It is, honestly, it's fantastic. And I know. And into the meanwhile, I'm going to do my own research. So if ever you do not send me an email, I will give you that alarm. I will give it to you, sweetie, and you'll sleep peacefully. I know it's an alarm for David. I kid you not, is what it is. It is so loud. It is scary. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to continue on with maybe on Amazon. Maybe on Amazon it is available. I'm kind of curious. Amazon sells everything, so I mean most likely. Let me just go see a second over here quickly for you, sweetie. Yeah, it's really like it's a spy kit. Is what it is. Oh, there you go. I got it. That's what it's called. Okay, sweetie. Here you go. I've got it. It's $15 Canadian anyways, because I live over here. It is called Spy X, and it is a micro door alarm. And it is spy gear for kids is what it is called. And it is $14.99 Canadian dollars. So there you go, sweetie. You can order it with Prime. You'll get it in like 2 days. Oh, but it's there. That's exactly what I've got is what I sent out, sweetie, on Amazon. They have it. It's the exact same thing that I have. All right, my beautiful Tiffany, I'm back with you, sweet one. So why do you feel over here like Economy judges you about your teenager son? I know, Margie. You go for it, sweetie. It is perfect. It is cheap and it'll do so much better than your cameras. It'll scare everybody. They'll run like heck. It is my pleasure, sweetie. Yeah, you guys should. You just put that onto your doorknob. Anybody will just run like hell. They'll be so scared. It is loud like heck, guys. All you need, I think, is 2 AA batteries into it. It is my pleasure, Margie. Everything happens for a reason. You came on in tonight for a reason. You came on in to get your answers, but you found a super gear to protect you. So, why do you feel like Economy judges you about your teenager son? Let's go and find out. Oh, you can put one on every door. My son just puts it on his door. I would put it on any type of entry, sweetie. I would put it onto your main door, and I would put it maybe onto maybe your bedroom door, something of the such. Yeah. I only have it on one door. I have it on my son's door, and that's it. All right, let's go for it. So I'm going to say, why do you feel like Economy judges you about your teenager son? Oh, sweetie, because he kind of does, my lovely. He does because he doesn't really understand the way that you necessarily raise him into the way that he would necessarily raise him. He would do something different. He would do it onto a different way, right? Watson, you say if it works on David, it'll work on anyone, right? Expect spooky ghost. Exactly. Yeah, but spooky ghosts don't do that. No, they don't go into the room. Yeah, if it works on David, it's good for everybody. Yes. It makes David sound so bad. But okay, it is true, Hanson, so it is. So altogether, my lovely, it is because he kind of does, sweetie, Tiffany. And he does because he doesn't have the same he doesn't necessarily have the same values, the same ideas, that you have into the way of raising. I think that he would do things differently, so he does somewhat judge you. The very best thing that you could do is not necessarily ask him for any help, because when you ask him for help, he's not going to give it to you because he believes that it is your responsibility and he wants you to take charge. But I feel as though he wants you to take charge into a way that he would take charge. And if you don't do it the way that he would like to, then he kind of judges you into a way. So does he? I will say he does. He does. Yeah, you do too, right? I do too, Margie, sweetie. I have multiple ones. I do, sweet one. My mom has summoned to her house. The ghosts have been something into my life, my beautiful Margie, since I think I was like, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, perhaps. Yes, I know, sweet one. As long as they're nice and they're sweet, no problem, beautiful Margie. If at some point you don't want them, then there's different things that you can do to kind of get rid of them and ask them to leave. But other than that, usually they're kind of harmless. Usually they're guides. Usually they're angels. Usually there are people who have passed away that love you, or people who just really need to, usually they're good. If they're bad, then there's something you can do. I know. Watson wants to know now. I know. Lilith wants to know too, and Carrie too. But again, Carrie, if you're still here, don't tell us your spooky stuff. So does he understand how hard it is for you? He does understand how hard it is for you, my sweetie, but he doesn't really take it into consideration. So he understands, but doesn't apply it. So he understands, but he believes that it kind of goes with a lot of responsibilities, with a lot of decisions. Oh, I know, Carrie, you've got stories. Oh, well, there you go. That does a job too, my dear Sean, I have to say. Is he being manipulative, or is he going to break up? Let's go see. I get you, Margie. The ghosts don't do anything to you because they're nice and they're sweet and they're loving and they're guiding you. Humans, they can hurt physically. They can do a lot of crap. I know, sweet one. Oh, look at that, Lilith. You just popped on out with a comment. They're really big green. Yeah, you just remembered it's today, right? All right, my beautiful Joseph. Is he being manipulative? Is he going to break up? I don't feel like he is going to break up. I do feel like he is being manipulative. He is, and he's been manipulative for a long, long time, Tiffany. I feel as though you try to get the very best out of the relationship. You're the giver, and he's a taker. So, and there's always one of them into a relationship. What's important is to try to balance them out, right? But I just feel as though he takes and takes and takes and takes and takes, and he judges and he manipulates, and you give and you give and you give and you give and you give. But at some point you don't have any more to give. At some point you're lost. At some point you're sad. At some point you don't really know what to do anymore. And I feel like that's where the main problem really just comes on in, sweetie. So is he manipulative? He is, because he's trying to get what he wants. He's trying to. If you acted the way that he wanted you to with your son, it would not be a problem. If you acted the way that he would like you to into a relationship and you would just kind of let things go and you wouldn't bother him, it wouldn't be a problem. Therefore, he doesn't really want you to stand your ground. He kind of wants you to a little bit follow into his steps is what he wants. So is he being manipulative? He is. Is he willing to give a little bit into all of it? He is, because he does love you and he is still there. But is he going to break up? I don't feel as though he is at this moment, sweetie. Yeah, you zip your lip, Carrie. Yeah, zippy, zippity, zip, 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 because I already know a truckload of stuff and I don't need to know anymore. Carrie, I have done something very Freudian. I have blocked a certain part of my brain out on anything that would be ghostling, anything that I don't really want to have any type of connection to. Yes, remember guys, you guys, not everybody knows. Lilith knows and Juanson knows, but a lot of you guys don't know. Just even my candles that are over here, they light up by themselves before I start work. 1 day out of 2 before I start the live. They shut themselves off also. There's a lot of stuff, even tiny little things that you guys just don't really see that happen actually during the live. So yeah, I know. But I actually try to have them quiet. I ask them all the time, please don't play with my candles. Please, just kind of stay away. Be quiet. I don't really want to know what's going on. I don't. I've seen too much into the past. I don't want to see anymore. How can you forget? Oh, Juanson, don't tell us no scary stuff. All right. Will, my beautiful Lex and NC, you guys are up next, followed out by Simran. We still don't know where our beautiful Amy went, right? Are you going to be together after the next 6 months? You can host them? Oh, Lilith, can I send them, all of them, to you? All of them, please. Yes. I'll send them out to your place, sweetie. Although I have to say, I don't like ghosts all that much, but mine are kind of sweet. They don't really bother me. They're good. They respect me, which is why I know that they're good and they're sweet. But you can definitely take them if you want to. I will happily live without any of them. Let me go see what I have over here coming upon. So, my beautiful, will you guys be together after the following 6 months? My Queen of Wands is still kind of asking the questions over here, right? Oh yeah, you are ready for like a bed and breakfast for ghost vacay. Ace of Wands, you're still together until the following 6 months, sweetie. You're still not going anywhere. So I'm definitely going to have to say over here, are you guys still together? Yes. Do you still have a lot of unknown? Do you still have a lot of things that you don't understand? Yes. Is he still being manipulative? Yes. Is everything perfect? No. But do you guys still love each other? Yes. And because you love each other, you're still trying to work on through it. Oh no, Lilith. No, if they come, they've got to stay. They'll get close to you. They'll want to stick around with you. Yeah. Yes. They are, my beautiful. You are absolutely right. As for my wands, divination. Yes, yes, and yes. You're absolutely right, sweetie. They also glow into the dark. So divination, you are right, sweet one. You got to keep it natural if you want it to move on forward. Oh, yes. Okay, so when you were doing sexy time with Sag, seriously? Oh my gosh. Oh, I mean, you were being watched, weren't they? Well, thank you so very much, divination. I did not make them myself. I cannot take any credit for it. I'm going to have to say that my beautiful creations are actually coming from Etsy. So a lot of my beautiful creations come on forward from Etsy or from the UK. I have some beautiful witches who do make some beautiful things for me. Now you say you ask your boss to pay you market rate because you're under, oh no, wait, that is my beautiful unsee. You say, does he want a girlfriend without kids? It's not that he wants a girlfriend without kids. Does he hate your teenage son? And when is he going to Maryland, right? I'm actually going to have to say over here, my sweetie, it is not that he wants a girlfriend without kids. I just feel as though he wants a girlfriend who has a little bit the same type of education that he has, a little bit of the same type of rewards and benefits and repercussions, if you will. Well, thank you, divination. Yes, I don't have time to make them myself, and yes, there's a lot of beautiful creators onto there, so they make a lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tools. Thank you, my beautiful Margie, sweetie. Now, you're wondering over here, so does he want a girlfriend without kids? I'm going to have to say no. Does he hate your teenage son? He doesn't hate your teenage son. He doesn't agree with a lot of things that he does, but he does not hate him whatsoever. I feel as though he doesn't really like the relationship that you have with your son, that he would have a different type of relationship, therefore a little bit of the judgment, but therefore a little bit of the frustration, and why you actually feel as though he actually hates your son. He doesn't hate your son. He doesn't like the way that your son reaches on out towards you, and the way that he acts, that he does not like. When is he going to Maryland? Let's go see. So when is he going to Maryland? We're going to go and see some notes. Lex and NC followed out by Simran. You guys are up next. Okay, so my beautiful, when is he going to be going to Maryland? I'm going to actually have to say I feel as though he wants to leave within the following month, but I don't feel like he's necessarily going to be able to do so. I'm going to say within the following 2 to perhaps 3 months. It's not going to be very long, by the way. I feel like it might be about like a week, 7 to 10 days perhaps, but nothing much more. Let me go and give you some notes from him, my sweet one. Lex, you're coming on up next. We'll give you a timestamp, and NC, just let us know that you're here because you're coming on up into a following minute, sweetie. So let's get into the notes, my lovely. And here we go. I have so much that I want to tell you. I'm seeking advice from close family and friends. I get triggered. I really, really do. And whenever I get triggered, I wonder, are you going to give me a second and a third and a fourth chance? I know that you doubt me. I know that you have a lot of wonders, but I do see a future with you. I do feel as though there's a lot of insecurity within our relationship. I want you to know that I am going to try to do my very best to show you that I do love you. I also want you to know that I'm going to try and fix this as best as I can, but you need to give me more time. Into the Hermit deck, I'm getting over here that I'm ready. I'm ready to start making things better. That the answer within this relationship is ultimately love. Ace of Wands, wanting beginnings, wanting creations, wanting to make things better all together, wanting and knowing and thinking that we have so much that we are dreaming about, even though we're not quite able to actually let you know and to tell you about it. Followed on out by, we want to be better. We want to be able to reach out more whenever we do have those problems and whenever we do have those issues, because even though we never ever tell you, we would do absolutely anything for you, my sweetie. Tiffany, love sent out to you. If you are here and you are close to me, sweetie, I'd have a drink with you. We'd sit down, we'd chit chat, we'd laugh, and we'd figure everything out step by step every single time Acrimony hurts you into some kind of way, sweetie. I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. I know you're going to get through this. I know that you're into a very challenging period. I know that it's been challenging. Love can be absolute hell for the longest of time. What's important is that at some point it becomes better. So hold on tight, sweet one. And see, thank you for letting me know that you're here, my sweetie. So let's go and see Lex, followed out by NC. My beautiful Lex, here we go. You saw him not too long ago, but I wasn't in a good mood. Okay. All right, so we're going to put a timestamp over here at 1:16 for Lex, so 1:16, and C is up next, followed out by Simran. So let's go and see what we've got over here, my beautiful. And let's go with this deck. So you gave him attitude. You didn't really have any notes, right? Nothing really going on. CJ's thoughts and feelings for you. I'm not really surprised that you didn't really get any information coming from him on Valentine's Day. Honestly, guys, Valentine's Day is a highly overrated type of a... I love, by the way. I have to say, it is highly overrated. But I am one who celebrates all different kind of things. I celebrate Valentine's Day. I celebrate Easter. I got Christmas. I've got all the cute things down. That being said, they are very commercial. But I kind of like to just kind of underline them anyways. But I don't necessarily do it for my partner. I do it for my kids. So I'm going to have to say over here, sweetie, it is highly overrated. My Valentine's Day is like 99% consecrated to my children because I have every day with anybody else into my life, and I have them with my children too, but it's different. It's a different type of a love. And I just feel as though a lot of men, and I'm going to say men, I really, really don't want to put you guys into a side. And no, Sean, you're not like that. And no, Hauncy, you're not like that. I know not every man is like that. But a lot of men, more than women, actually hide a little bit away from Valentine's Day because it just kind of Valentine's Day puts a lot of pressure upon you guys. And we expect a lot from you. And financially speaking, it's not easy. To think about it's not easy. We don't necessarily agree. Men don't necessarily agree with the whole Valentine. There's a lot that goes upon, sweetie. So I'm going to say ultimately, men often try to kind of hide away from it. And I get them. So too many expectations. And then we just end up being sad, right? Onto our side, we end up being sad. We end up not being happy about the whole thing. And I'm going to say this is a little bit what happened. And I'm saying all this because it happened with you. Now, you know that he does have financial problems. You know it's not easy for him. You know that he's a little bit all over the place at the same time. But it doesn't take away the fact that, okay, he didn't do anything for Valentine's Day. And you didn't hear from him. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he's loved you for years, that he's loved you forever, that he always wants to be with you, that you're always onto his mind. It's just that he didn't really want to do anything. He didn't want him to cost him money. He didn't want to have the pressure and everything of the such. But his true feelings are still there. His wants and his desires are still you. So I know that you're kind of disappointed from it into a certain way, even though you say you don't really care. But I want you to know that he does still love you and care for you. We just kind of decide that we'd a little bit skip upon it. I get the ex threatening you with Paul. I do. Yeah, I'm going to say the whole gift thing, forget about the whole gift thing. It's not about buying you. I kind of feel like Paul right now is trying to actually buy you, buy your happiness, buy your love, buy your emotions. Now, the ex is an ex. So if the ex is truly an ex, I'm going to say she's an ex. So whatever happens, happens. It's not really a problem. She's an ex. The fact that she would be threatening you, you just block her. She has no right, no need to threaten you into any kind of a way. That being said, I know that you're kind of surrounding yourself into all of this all together, and you're kind of looking for messages from both of them. I'm going to say over here, as for Paul is truly... Now, CJ, you've got two different men over here who do love you and who do care about you and who do want to be with you. You have CJ, who's a little bit all over the place. You have Paul, who's a little bit less all over the place. He doesn't necessarily have any financial issues like CJ does. But Paul is still a little bit engaged and still a little bit seeing that ex onto the other side, which is why she's actually threatening you. So I'm going to say Paul is wanting so much more from you and is actually willing to give you so much more than CJ is. But they both have complicated type of relationships. So let me give you messages from both of them. And you say you've pulled back so much from CJ, right? You just look into his eyes early and it just kind of made you sad. And I know that you're starting to move on. Well, he needs to do things. He needs to make things change is what he truly needs to do over here. If he wants anything to be working on out for you, sweetie. All right, my beautiful NC, you're coming on up. Do not despair, my sweet one. You are up next. So I'm actually going to be giving you some messages over here from Paul and from CJ, okay? So let's just start on over here with CJ. Possible messages of here of reconciliation seem to be onto the way. We are wanting you to be patient, and we are wanting you to leave us a little bit of time to grow, to figure things out. CJ wants you to know that he is trying to find his inner truth within himself at this moment. But he knows that you guys have so much intense chemistry and you have so much attraction. He doesn't want you to let him go ever, sweetie. He knows that at this moment he's a little bit running from the connection. He's been doing it for quite some time, but he wants you to know that he is wanting to stop. He is wanting to stabilize his life. He is trying to be better. He knows that he has done so many different type of unexpected mistakes into the past, but he is constantly only thinking of you. And if we move on forward to our dear friend Paul, let's go see what Paul has to say. I want to be with you, but I'm a little bit afraid. I wish that I could be there with you right here, right now, but I don't know how to do it. I know that I've let you down, and I'm sorry for doing so. I need a little bit of space right now. I know you need a little bit of space right now too, but let's not push each other. Let's leave each other a little bit of time. Things will fix themselves. Sometimes I don't quite feel as though I actually do deserve you. I'm not quite ready right now for a full-term commitment with you. But I want you to know that I do care for you. I want you to know that I am very passionate about you. And I want you to know that when I do look at you, I do see a future. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Lexi. Let me go unsee. Let me just go do this. I'm going to go unsee over here, a beautiful unsee who's been waiting for a little while, sweet one. So what is coming up at your job? You asked for your boss to pay you a market rate because you're being underpaid. You're wondering if that's going to be happening, right? Let's go and see, sweet one. Hello, my beautiful water fairy, sweetie. Thank you. And it is nice to see you, lovely. Okay. So... Joseph, not. I think you're next. No, Joseph is. Wait, I think you. No, Lilith. I've already done. I've already done Joseph. I've done all of our beautiful Tiffany's questions already. I did them right before I actually moved on forward over here to Lex. So my beautiful Tiffany, your answers were approximately 10 minutes ago altogether, sweet one. Yes, thank you so very much, my beautiful Juanson. Absolutely. So moving over to NC right now, then moving over to Simran and BG. So and see what is coming on up at your job. Let's go and see, sweetie. And thank you for waiting so patiently. So what is coming at your job? So what is coming at your job? Let's go and find that out. That's okay, my beautiful love. It's not a problem, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. Not a problem. So let me go and see over here what I've got for a beautiful MC. What is coming at your job? You did ask for something, and I do see it over here. So you asked a new project, a new venture, a new skill. Something seems to be coming your way. I'm saying go for it. We're thinking about it. We're wondering about it. Are you going to actually end up getting it? I'm going to say that you are, sweetie. So I'm going to take out some more cards. I'm going to ask our pendulum for you because it was almost way too easy of a question, sweetie. It is a definite yes. You are going to be getting what it is that you have actually asked for it, NC. And good for you for having the guts. Good for you for standing up for yourself and asking for what it is that you wanted because you are not being paid the right amount, right? Good for you, sweetie. So yes, I'm definitely going to have to say that whatever it is that you have asked for, you are going to be getting it. You are going to be paid more. Are you actually going to be able to get exactly what it is that you would like to have all together? That I don't know, but you are definitely getting over here. Thank you, my dear Juanson. You're getting more money. It is coming your way, sweetie, and I'm going to say it's going to be coming within the following 30 days. So within the following month, it's coming your way. New approaches are going to be coming on in, and really just within all of this, with you not necessarily feeling underpaid, you're going to feel more motivated. You're going to feel more inspired. I feel like there might actually be a brand new project coming up for you also. I feel like since we're figuring that, you know what, we're going to be paying you more, hey, why don't we give you a brand new project to work on at the same time? So I'm actually going to have to say two things are going to be coming your way, something new and a pay raise. So good for you, sweetie. And again, I'm going to go and ask our pendulum, but congratulations for you for standing on up because not everybody does it. And if you don't do it, sometimes people will take advantage of you forever. So let's go and see what we've got over here for you. Beautiful Simran and BG, you guys are up next. So what do we have? We still don't have Amy, right? It is so weird. So I want to go and see over here for NC. Well, NC, get that pay raise. Is NC going to get the pay raise that we have asked for? Are we going to be getting that? And that is a nice, beautiful yes. Are we going to be getting it within the following 30 days? 30 days. Also, a congratulations, yes, upon this for you. And see, so many beautiful blessings for you. Keep on being strong like that. Keep on standing your ground because that's the way you get beautiful things, sweetie. Oh yeah, if you guys both start buffering, then it's problems. It's problems, problems, problems. Simran, sweetie, again, I'm so glad to see you tonight. Yes, divination. I'm so glad to see you, my beautiful Simran, sweetie. Again, I felt so sorry last night. We said that you could post your question. You disappeared. Okay, so why isn't Raymond messaging you as much, right? May you know what his messages are for you. What is he thinking and what's going through his head? Because now he's gone away and he's gone at work and he missed the heck out of you. He didn't really want to leave. He was feeling all bad and now he's just not really talking. Okay, Simran, let's go for it. So, here we go for Simran, followed out by BG and Margie are going to be the following beautiful souls. So, why aren't we doing this? What are we up to? Seriously. Let's go over here and let's go over here. All right. And I feel like I'm going to throw on in some pendulum dice into the whole thing. I don't use them half often enough. I don't use them all that. My mom loves them. I don't use them all that often because, and I say my mom, a lot of you guys might not know, but I have a mom who does tarot too. Yeah, I don't use them all that much because I find like the picture is small and you guys don't see it, but I'm going to add it on into the reading so we can get a little bit of an extra information over here for you. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Honestly, really, here we go. We leave. We don't really want to leave. We're kind of moody before we leave. We give you all these troubles. You go on shopping. You do absolutely everything for him, and he's not even really available, and he's not really there even for Valentine's Day, and he's making this difficult for you. I'm frustrated too. Okay, so let's take on some tarot dice because they're calling your name tonight is what they're doing, sweetie. Let's take out some tarot dice and see what we've got and where they're falling. We're going to take 3 out, okay, guys? All right, so what do we have? I got our Magician over here. I've got our Emperor, Magician, and I've got our Ace of Cups. So, sweetie, yeah, my mom, I know, she's... She is. She really is quite great. Oh, Simran, sweetie. All right. So what I actually see over here is we're actually kind of avoiding you. And you're going to be like, oh, why are we avoiding me? What did I do? Right? We're avoiding you because we don't really want to have any sadness, right? Yes. Thank you, Juanson. My mom is, yes, she is Enchanted Tarot. She's been on here longer than I have. I've been on to YouTube for approximately 3 years now. She's been here for maybe 8 or 9. She's been here for quite some time. So let me go and see what I've got coming on out for you. I'm definitely going to have to say over here with our 5 of Wands, he's kind of avoiding you at this moment. Why is he avoiding you? You're going to say, what did I do? Right? I feel like we're a little bit avoiding you right now because we feel sad. We feel like there's nothing really that we can change. There's nothing that we can do. I feel like we miss you, and I feel like the more we reach on out towards you, and this is where all the sweetness comes on in, the more we actually reach on out towards you, the more we kind of feel like we miss you, and the more we're wondering what you're doing, and we want to be closer to you. At the same time, I know that he's a little bit afraid, thinking that if he doesn't reach on out to you, you're going to be wondering if he's up to anything kind of sneaky into any kind of a way, but I don't see that happening neither. He's not doing anything of the such over here. I actually feel like already at this very moment, he is feeling regretful for the way that he is actually being at this moment. He's avoiding you because he doesn't want to be sad. He doesn't want you to be sad. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, sweetie. Because he has right now, he's feeling so much regret. And into the very contrary, what we're getting into the tarot dice over here is the Ace of Cups. Wants and desires and offerings and love and everything of the such. So he's feeling really, really quite bad of not reaching on out. But into his mind, he's thinking, it is better if I don't reach on out at this moment because it's going to be easier for us. The week is going to pass faster. It's not going to be as painful, and it's just going to be easier that way. This is what he's doing. So this is why he's kind of holding on back. So I'm going to say into the meanwhile, even if he doesn't necessarily message on back, I say still send out those messages because he's reading them and he's listening to them and they're going to his beautiful soul. So send those messages on out saying, you know what? I'm thinking about you. I love you. I'm wishing you the very best day. I can't wait to see you when you come on back. Let's not bring any too much judgment or any frustration. He seems to be doing this for the best of you and for the best of him. I know it might not be the best for you, but he figures that it is the best for you. So he's got good intentions at this moment. Our Page of Cups, clearly there is no modification that is happening over here. Why? Because he figures even if he does reach on out towards you, there's nothing he can do. He can't make it better. And he doesn't feel as though reaching on out and talking is necessarily going to make things better, make things easier within this relationship. So we prefer to focus on to work because this is where we're there and that's what we're there for. And when we come on back, we'll be entirely yours. We'll be there for you. And this is our plan, and this is what he's doing at this moment, my beautiful Simran. I'm so sorry, sweetie. And this must have been bothering you, even through yesterday and everything, right? Because he came on in last night. So let me go and see over here. Let me go and get you some messages. I know, he's annoying as heck with his ways, right? But he's annoying into a way that you love him. He's annoying, but he's annoying into a lovey-dovey kind of a way, right? If he was just trying to kind of avoid for all different kind of reasons, I would completely understand. But he has such beautiful intentions towards it. How can we be upset, right? When we know that the good intentions are there, we just kind of want him, instead of being upset at him, we just want to give him that biggest hug into the world, right? So I'm going to go and give you some messages from him. And what is he thinking? Yeah, what is he thinking? What's going through his head? This is what he's actually up to. And this is why he's not really responding to you. So here we go. Let's go and see what we've got. It is true, divination. It is true. Instead of having frustration, we have love, and we have hugs, and we have frustration towards ourselves almost. Okay. Here we go. BG, my beautiful, sweet soul. You are up next, okay, lovely? Followed out by our beautiful Margie. And I hope you're going to go and get those super tools, those door locks, as I was saying, that scare the crap out of people. So, my beautiful, what is he actually thinking? What is going through? Thank you so very much, my beautiful Kimberly. I appreciate it, sweet one. What I'm actually seeing over here, what's going through his head, I'm seeing milestones. I'm seeing celebrations. I feel like whenever he does come on back, he actually just wants to hold you. I feel like he wants to tell you that he loves you. And I actually feel like within the following 6 months, you're going to have somewhat of a milestone that is coming your way, sweetie. He seems to be planning something. I don't want to get too much into it because I do see like it's somewhat at the beginning. It's somewhat of a preliminary, if you will. Nothing is really all that clear into his mind right now. But I believe that good things are going to be coming towards you, sweet one. Annoying into a loving way. How can he be upset at annoying into a loving way? Seriously. I don't know. Okay, let's continue on, and let me go and give you some beautiful messages coming from him because it's just where we're at, and it's really what you deserve to have, sweet one. Let's go for it. And BG, you are up next, my sweetie. Again, I'm almost getting worried at our beautiful Amy. I'm going to say she's going to pop on in at 9:55. Yes. Because she's still not quite aware. Nobody really knows that we're open until nobody's there anymore. So she's going to pop on in when she thinks we're actually finishing up. Well, let's go and see. Hopefully she's okay though until the meanwhile. So sweetie, let's go for those messages and see what I've got for you. I'm going to pull out this beautiful deck, and here we go. I want you to love me for my pure soul. I know that I still need to grow. I know that I still need to catch up with you. I want you to know that I believe that we are soulmates. I also want you to know that I miss you. I want you to know over here that I love you so very much. Whenever you are not around, I feel stuck. I feel empty. You are never very far from my mind. Sometimes I'm a little bit afraid that you might be upset at me, that maybe you might not even accept me. I want you to know that you have changed absolutely everything into my world, into my life. There is so much that I want to be able to say to you, and I truly want to thank you for loving me with your whole heart. And to that I say, how can we not just give him the biggest hug, right? My beautiful Simran, I'm definitely going to have to say, I don't know if he's necessarily going to be doing it, my beautiful Simran. He's thinking about it, sweetie. So I'm going to say, I don't completely want you to hold on to it because he's thinking about it. I don't want you to be disappointed. He could put it on further, but at this very moment, this is what he's thinking about. He's thinking about taking this relationship to a different level. So hopefully he's going to continue on with those beautiful thoughts and it happens towards you, sweetie. I know. Simran, it is always such a beauty seeing you into the live, sweetie. I love you, sweetie. You are so beautiful. You are so sweet and so pure into every single way. Know that you are loved. He loves you, sweet one. My beautiful BG, how are you doing, sweetie? Somebody new asked you out and you don't want to rush anything. Is there a future for Benny and you? Well, let's go and find out if there is one. I'm glad for you, my beautiful BG. Yes, yes, and yes. Margie, you're up next, sweetie. So let's go and find out, is there a future for our beautiful BG? Something new is happening. Yes. So here we go. What is happening for you? Okay, Two of Pentacles. We have choices. We're a little bit into the multitasking altogether. We're waiting. We're trying to figure out things one step at a time. Is there an actual future that is possible? I'm going to say yes. I feel like we're in it for teamwork. I feel like we're in it for something good. So my beautiful BG, let me take out some more cards because I don't want to stop just at that. I want to go and get more. Let's go for it. It is my great pleasure, Simran. And onto those beautiful notes, I'm going to say have yourself the most loveliest evening, my beautiful. You're such a sweetie pie. BG, beautiful. So far, so good for you and Benny, okay? I feel as though we want to work together. I feel like we want to understand each other, which is not a simple thing. Oh my God, you know, BG, how it is to actually talk, to actually communicate, to figure out things, and to see if we want to go onto the exact same plan together, onto the exact same path. You're doing good. I'm going to say good, so far, so good. I feel as though a lot of different things are possible within this relationship. Everything is within your hands. We are willing and wanting to work at this relationship. We're wanting to make it good. We're wanting to make it a possibility. Are things going to be going really, really quickly though? No. Things are going to be going slowly, but will things continue to move on? Yes. Will they be clear? Yes. Will you have communication? Absolutely. Is he trying to do anything bad or anything toxic or anything evil? Was he playing any games with you? Absolutely not. So is there a future for you and him? I will say an absolute yes, and good for you. I know. Finally, right? Seriously. You're tired of those wishy-washy I know. I know, it's about time. I know his communication is slow. That's what I'm saying. But you feel like that's what I'm seeing. That is exactly it. He is slow, but it's okay that he's slow. You much prefer somebody who's a little bit of a snail or a little bit of a turtle, but who actually wants something good and who wants to take it one step at a time, than somebody who's just going to move on in, who wants sex, who wants to get out, and who just wants to disappear, who just wants to come in every once in a while. You don't want that. You want this person. You want Benny, who wants to take things one step at a time, who wants to understand you, who wants to talk. Take it slowly, sweetie. Slow sometimes is the best way to go. Good for you and congratulations. So far, so good, my beautiful BG. I'm happy for you. You deserve this, sweet one. Absolutely. I love. You deserve this happiness. You deserve this relationship. You deserve somebody who truly cares, somebody who loves, somebody who's going to want to talk, somebody who's going to want to understand you. Yes, and yes. Toes and fingers and everything that I can cross onto my body, I will cross for you. My dear Margie, here we go. You want to know Marlon's intentions with you. And is your ex, and he got married, but he's in... Okay, wait. You want to know Marlon's intentions with you. Okay, he's your ex, and he got married, but... Okay, he's in jail. And he is... Okay, I got you. Does he regret losing you? All right. He's almost onto my... He's got my birth year, and he's got my birth date, just not the birth month. I am April 3rd, 79, sweetie. Let me go and find that out, sweet one. Good for you, my beautiful BG. I'm so glad for you, sweet one. Okay, so Water Fairy is next, and then I'm moving back over to, yeah, your ex-husband. I've got you, sweet one. And then I'm moving over to PayPal. Back to class, right? Oh, sweetie. It made your night, right? So much love sent out to you, BG. Big hugs. I'm so glad to see you tonight. It is very positive. It is, Tanya. Absolutely. All right, Margie. I know, seriously. Almost my birthday. And the month is off, but the rest of it is the same. So, Marlon's intentions with you, right? Marlon's intentions with you. Let's go see. If there's a lot of missed opportunities with Marlon, him being your ex-husband. Actually, Marlon has some really, really big, major choices that he needs to make. I'm going to actually tell you over here, my sweetie, I don't know what's good for you or not, what is really best, but I'm going to say that Marlon does love you. Marlon does still love you, even though that he is your ex, okay? So I'm going to have to say he does still love you. He does still care for you. He still does believe that you guys are soulmates. No doubt about it. So does he actually regret losing you? No doubt about it. If he had a second choice and a second chance, then he would use it and he would utilize it and he would try to make things better. So I feel as though the choices that we have made were wrong choices. I'm seeing a lot of missed opportunities. I feel like we're just kind of out of reach right now, out of control. We're a little bit left behind. We've been rude. We've been tactless. We've been hurtful. And I just kind of feel as though he has upset your plans altogether, that he doesn't really believe that you would ever even take him back into any kind of a way. But does he believe deep down inside that you guys are meant to be together? Yes. Does he believe that he has ruined a soulmate chance, a soulmate relationship? Absolutely. More time goes on by, the more he actually realizes it. So I'm going to say, does he regret? Absolutely, sweetie. And there's this one thing into his whole life that he's never really going to be able to get over. Hello, my beautiful Hocus Pocus. How are you doing, sweetie, tonight? It is nice to see you. So, Margie, I have absolutely no doubt about it. It's a yes. So we miss you. If we were able to have a second chance sometime into our lifetime with you, Margie, we would take it. No doubt about it. We still have love. We still have passion. And we still believe that you're a little bit the one who got away. Are you able to get together? Let me go and see that. Are you able to do such a thing? Are you able to get together? All right, for the moment, I'll say it's all talk, no action. A lot of choices, a lot of decisions, a lot of first steps that are necessary. But before doing anything, we do have somewhat of a pause, somewhat of a certain surrendering. So I'm going to have to say, is there a possibility? Most likely, yes, but not from here till the end of the year. Yeah, and he got married. This is what happens, right? So I'm going to say from here to the end of the year, it's a definite no. After that, perhaps there could be a possibility. I don't necessarily feel as though the marriage onto his side is doing all that good. Perhaps from here to the end of the year, there could be something that could be a little bit changing, that could be modifying his plans, and then maybe something could actually happen. So, Margie, I'm going to say into the long term, could there be a possibility? Yes. At this moment, not quite. But I am going to have to say that into his marriage, he is really quite unhappy at this moment. He's got a lack of fulfillment. I feel like there's a lot of greed. There's a lot of laziness. There's a lot of negative behavior altogether. So is he happy into his relationship? Absolutely not. Is it going to last? Absolutely not. Will there be a chance for you guys once that relationship is no longer in place? If you're still interested, most likely yes. But it's going to be something we're going to have to check out, not this year, most likely into the beginning of 2024, sweetie. My beautiful Margie, if there is anything else I can do for you, please do let me know, sweetie. Hocus Focus, thank you so very much, my sweet one. And I will be with you shortly. So I'm moving over to Water Fairy. I'm going to get a little bit of a list at the same time over here into PayPal. Just hold on one moment. Let's go over here. I'm still so intrigued about Amy. Don't know where she went. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Sexy Tarot 18+. Okay, so I do have our beautiful over here, Kimberly, who is going to be up really quite soon. So I'm moving over to Water Fairy, Kimberly, and Hocus Focus. Thank you, my beautiful Margie, sweetie. So Water Fairy, what did Jay think when he read your text about divorce papers? Ooh, la 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 la. Let's go find it out. So Water Fairy, Kimberly, and Hocus Focus are the following 3 readings. Thank you, Lila, sweet one. So what did Jay think when he read your text? Well, hello, Maria. We know you'd be back, sweetie. I'm actually surprised I didn't see you into PayPal. I was just into it. Okay, so here we go. My beautiful water fairy. What did you think about it all together? Two different things actually. It's kind of interesting. You absolutely can, Maria. We changed our schedule for anybody. We didn't really say it to anybody, but we used to be from 8 to 10. Now we're from 8 to whenever there's nobody anymore. So that's what it is. Yeah, you see, he left you on read, so you need to know his thoughts. Yeah, I understand that. There's a mix over here, my beautiful water fairy. There is a mix. We're wanting success. We're wanting action. We're wanting things to happen, but we have a lack of focus. Yeah. Oh my God, a marionator. Oh, your brain cells are definitely connecting, Lilith. There's a great conflict, a great conflict over here, water fairy, between what we want and how we're going to move on forward. And this is why you're a little bit into the unknown. At this moment, what I'm actually going to have to say over here is, as much as we care about you and as much as we do love you and we do want to have a partnership, there's no doubt about it, we're absolutely lost. Let me explain this into the best way that I can for you, sweetie. If I'm going to put this into one phrase, okay, it might be multiple phrases, but bear with me, sweetie. This is something that's been going on for a certain amount of time. Finally, it happens. You know how it is? You'll say, oh, I can't wait until that happens. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and so on, so on, so on. And then when that time actually comes, you're like, ooh, I'm not quite ready for that, right? That's a little bit more than you were actually expecting. I'm actually going to have to say that fear has installed a little bit into his mind, into his spirit is truly what I'm trying to say over here, sweetie. Does he still want to be with you? Yes. Does he still love you? Yes. Desire you? Absolutely. Is he a little bit afraid right now? Also, yes. It's almost as if these papers really being finalized and you talking about it and you just kind of putting things really straight, saying, you know what, these papers are final. This is the ending, maybe we can be together, and so on, so on, so on. There's a certain pressure that's coming upon him that he was not really necessarily expecting. He was kind of enjoying the whole kind of going with the flow, whatever happens, happens. And we can kind of use that divorce to kind of take things slow. But now at this moment, he has no more reasons to not take things slowly. And I feel like this is kind of catching up with him. And he's feeling stressed, which is why he's a little bit onto the side. Does he still want to be with you? Yes. But is he a little bit afraid? Also. So is he a little bit non-committal? Absolutely. It's a mix of everything all together. Hello, Melissa. Nice to see you. Long time no see, my beautiful you. How are you doing? So, water fairy, how did he think when he read your papers? Yeah, I know. He's got to know you're going to date. I know he's going to. I know you didn't say any of that, but that's what he's feeling, and that's how he is feeling at this very moment, sweetie. So this is what's going through his mind, but it's going through his mind for a certain amount of time because you've been kind of cluing at the fact that this is going to be ending soon, and it finally is pretty much ending. And this is a little bit, as I would call it, water fairy, a panic attack. Let me put it that way. I'm glad you're doing good, my beautiful Melissa, and it is nice to see you again, sweetie. So I'm going to say it's a panic attack is what is actually going on at this moment. Does he still want to be with you? He does. But is he a little bit lingering? He also is kind of lingering. Now, does he actually believe that you're going to date? He doesn't believe that you're going to go out and date. That he does not believe, sweetie. No. He believes that you're going to stick around with him. He believes that he's got number one priority over anybody else. He does not believe you're going to go see anybody else. He believes that right now he's got a little bit more pressure upon his back, but he doesn't think you're going to see somebody else. You say he's been thinking about you, and what if so? Let's go see if he's been thinking about you and what he's been thinking about. So, has he been thinking about you, and if so, what? I know. You could be with him and you could date him because you'd be absolutely available, right? But you're not really dating. But into his mind, he believes that he is the chosen one. He believes that you guys have somewhat of a history and that you are meant to be together. So he doesn't really believe that you're going to go on out somewhere else, sweetie. He's living a little bit into a mind of illusions where he believes that you belong to him, even though nothing has been said, nothing has been given, no commitment has been given. He believes that you love him and that you are going to wait for him and you're not going to go see anybody else, which is why he's actually taking his sweet time right now. And he's kind of a little bit panicking at this moment because things are actually happening the way that they should have been happening, right? Thank you, my beautiful Melissa, sweetie. So I'm going to have to say over here at this moment, I know he doesn't, sweetie. I know he does not, because he tries to hide it as much as possible. He doesn't want you to know how he feels about all of this. You say, has he been thinking about you? And if so, what? He's been actually wondering. He's been wondering what is going to be happening. What is going to be the next step? What is it that he needs to do next in order to keep this relationship going? Let me put it that way. Absolutely, my beautiful Melissa. Do not worry, sweetie. We will leave you a timestamp, sweet one. No problem, lovely. Thank you for letting us know. So I'm going to have to say for you over here, my beautiful, there is no doubt about it. Have yourself a beautiful evening, Melissa, sweetie. Has he been thinking about you? He has. He's been thinking about the following actions, what he's actually going to be doing next. He doesn't really know. He feels like he needs to step up his game, but how is he going to step up his game? And to which point he's going to step it on up? A little bit unsure. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith, sweetie. I will leave you a timestamp. By the way, Sean, I didn't have time to answer you earlier. I did read your whole part about being touched onto the leg at a manicure salon or something. There's definitely some type of flirtation that was being given out to you, Sean. Sweetie, water fairy, has he told anybody about you? I'm actually going to have to say over here, he has told you, he has talked to you about his best friend knows about you. Nobody else. His best friend and nobody else. What does he like about this? And anything important that you need to know? Let's go see. Oh yeah, divination. Maria, are you into chocolate, Maria? What have you been posting, sweetie? Oh, divination. You need to know that Maria and her love story and chocolate and dances, it just kind of goes up with it. I know, moving on up, right? But we don't know how we're going to move on up. That's the problem, water fairy. The thing is, the problem is we don't know how we're going to do it. But the good thing is that we want to do it. Now, you got a plus and you got a minus. That's all about being the Two of Pentacles, balancing things out. So what does he actually like about this whole connection altogether, right? He actually likes the fact that you're both financially onto your own side. Nobody owns anything to anybody. You do your own thing. He does his own things. Nobody owes anything. So financially speaking, he likes the fact that both of you guys are doing your own thing. He doesn't owe anything to you. You don't own anything to him. He gets out of this that you're very compassionate. You are very warm. You are very caring. You are supportive. To him, you're somewhat of a healer. You go with the flow. And for that, he absolutely loves you. So he absolutely loves the fact that you're not making things all that complicated. What do you need to know that could be really, really important? So what do you need to know that could be very, very important? Let's go and see. I'm just going to refresh my PayPal so it doesn't actually end up, signing me out. Kimberly is going to be up next. And then I have a Hocus Focus, Melissa, and I also have Maria. Okay, so anything important that you need to know altogether is that he's into a movement. He is moving on forward. May it be slow, may it be quick or not. Hello, my beautiful Z Yang. Nice to see you. Thank you, sweetie. I want you to know over here, my beautiful, anything that is really, really important for you to know is that even though he is taking his sweet time to do anything whatsoever, you need to know that he is moving towards you. He is taking one step towards you every single day, even though it might be microscopic. You might not be able to see it whatsoever. It is so minuscule. but he is making the efforts and the wants and the desires to move closer to you. He's doing his very best as he can at this moment. Some people are a little bit slower than others, and it's okay. As long as you get to the ultimate destination, everybody is able to work into it and wait for it. I think it's all good, but the intentions must be clear. So I'm going to say, Water Fairy over here, what you need to know is that even though it doesn't really seem like he's making his way towards you, he is making his way towards you. Before I give you those messages from Jay, let me go see what he does not like about you or this. Absolutely. Let me go and see that. Thank you, my beautiful Z Yang. How are you doing, my beautiful, tonight? So, what do we not like about this relationship? Okay, we don't like the pressure. I'm actually going to have to say I don't really, well, he doesn't really necessarily like the pressure. He doesn't like the fact that we talk about the divorce all that much. Okay, it's good to talk about the divorce. The divorce has happened. The divorce is done, or divorce is on its way. But he kind of feels as though you guys talk about divorce often. It's kind of bothering him. It's kind of bringing some barriers along his way. And I'm going to say it's actually bringing in upon him for some pressure. He doesn't like the pressure. He feels, and I know that that's not what you're doing. I know that when you actually send out that message saying, my papers are being finalized, this is over, you're saying into your mind, I'm free. I'm able to be with you 100%. No more barriers. We're good to be together. You don't have to worry. You don't have to do anything. We're good. Let's liberate ourselves. Be together. That's what you're thinking. And to his mind, he's thinking differently. He's thinking, okay, she's putting more pressure upon me. Things are ending. I need to do something. I need to make a move. I need to make things better. That's what he's not liking. He feels as though whenever you do talk about the divorce, you feel like, well, he feels like you're trying to put a little bit of pressure upon him because this relationship is no longer good. Therefore, you're completely open for him, but you want things to be happening. That's what he likes a little bit less. I know, but he feels it, sweetie. He feels it, sweetie. And that's where the main thing is really coming from. Hello, my beautiful Crystal, by the way. Nice to see you. Long time no see, sweetie. Thank you for your donation, my lovely. So my beautiful Water Fairy, I'm going to go and give you some messages from Jay. But what I can say into all of this all together is he does love you. He does want to be with you. He does care for you. But he doesn't like the pressure. He loves absolutely everything that you did give to him and that you move and that you bring into his world. He just feels like you're a beautiful diamond, sweetie. He loves you. He really, really does. But he's not completely able to give you everything that you want right now. He needs to take it slowly. He needs to take it one step at a time. And he needs to feel like he doesn't necessarily have any pressure, is what I'm getting from all of this reading altogether. I know that he's a little bit like a book. He's completely closed off, doesn't say anything because he does not want to be vulnerable. But it is the way that he is feeling. Let me go and give you some messages coming from him. And up next is going to be Kimberly, followed out by Hocus Focus and Melissa, Z Yang, and oh no, I do have our beautiful over here. I'm so sorry. Up next, a brand new list, guys. I am sorry. After Water Fairy, I'm going to see Hocus Focus. I'm going to see Melissa. I'm going to go and see also our beautiful friend Z, followed up by Maria and Crystal. So here we go. Water Fairy, I'm going to go and give you some messages, sweetie. I'm going to pull out some cards as we speak. Sometimes I struggle with my insecurities, but I want you to know that I love spending time with you. You are good. You are so good to me that sometimes I don't really know what to do or how to act. And when we are together, you make me forget every single one of my problems. Since I have met you, I am not the same person. I cannot stop thinking about you. I know that I am distant, but I am afraid, and I'm doing my very best. I still have a lot of growing to do. I want to be the very best man that I can be for you. I want you to know that I do love you and I do miss you. When I look at you, I see a future when I look into your eyes. Please be patient with me. Sending you so much love, sweetie. Oh, my beautiful divination. Yes, all of them, right? Yes. Oh, divination. For the live readings, I have approximately 100 decks around my screen just for the lives. But I must have another 300 decks right next to me. Oracle decks. I've got everything, divination. I've got angels, I've got spirit, I've got vampires, I've got mermaids, I've got everything, sweetie, and I love every single one of them. I do. If I have them, I love them. And divination, I love everything about it, as Lilith is going to say. I love as much my decks as I love witchcraft, as I love dice, as I love pendulum, as I do teacup readings, I do coffee readings, you think about it, I pretty much do it, sweetie. I love absolutely everything into it. My beautiful Kimberly, it is absolutely up to you right now. So let's go and see our dear friend Kimberly over here. You met a new guy at work. Ooh, and his name is Michael. You're just wondering if he's interested in you, and your friends at work are trying to hook you guys up. Ooh, I love. Okay, let's go find out for our beautiful Kimberly. Just a little bit of a list. Kimberly, followed out by Hocus Focus and Melissa, Z Yang and Crystal. You know what? Divination, palmistry. You've got me on that one, sweetie. I know about it. I know a lot about it, but I don't actually read it. I do not do that for anybody whatsoever. I know about it for myself, but it is not something that I actually utilize. So I'm going to say no upon that one. It's a little bit less into my interest, but it is interesting. It is. I actually have somebody who does do palmistry around here who is absolutely fantastic that I do go and see every once in a while. I've got my own personal psychic over here because I could pull out my cards for myself, but I prefer, because we are subjective with ourselves. I do have my own psychic who uses absolutely nothing whatsoever, who just kind of looks at you and just gets your energy. And I've been seeing him for like 15 years now. I also have somebody who does do the palmistry that I do go see once in a while, but not too often. But yes, it is something I don't necessarily look into. That's the thing, divination. It's not something that interests me as much. There's a lot of information. It's very, very interesting, sweetie. But like everything else, it's like teacup, it's like having, it's like witchcraft, it's like, let's say, it could be pendulums, it could be dice, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's not as much into your interest, you can't be interested in everything, right? So you try to specialize into the ones that interest you the most. I get you, sweetie. Well, you can do it upon yourself. Yeah. You don't want to touch people's hands. You don't necessarily have to, my beautiful divination. When I go see my psychic, into the first few years when I went to see him, he would just kind of touch the tip of one of my hands, of the fingers. And that was it. And he told me everything into my whole life. Now I go and see him. He doesn't do anything whatsoever. He just sits in front of me and just talks for like 2 hours straight. Oh, yeah. You don't necessarily. Yeah, I get you, sweetie. Well, that's okay, Sean. And you just have to let them know that you're not interested. Which, by the way, today, guys, I have to say, because we're talking about men and women because of Sean over here, and it made me think of, I had over here my son, my 10-year-old son. Well, 10. He's going to be 10 in a few days, in 4 days. He comes on home and he's like, the most horrible thing happened to me today. And I'm like, what happened to you? And let me remind you guys, he's almost 10 years old. He's in 4th grade. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like all worried. And he's like, I was working and I was with my gang into my fort, working into my snow castle. And this girl came on up with her gang and she told me she needed to talk to me and it was so important. And I was like, what do you want? And she was like, it was so important. She needed to talk to me. And she told me, I have a crush on you. And this is the horrible thing that happened to him today. You're so sweet, Sean. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to have to say. And I'm like, seriously, that's the worst thing that happened to you today? A girl came to you and told you she had a crush on you. And she's like, yeah. And it didn't stop. She wanted to know if I wanted to be her boyfriend. And I didn't want to. And I didn't know what to answer. So I told her, please give me the weekend. Like, don't do that. I know, but I said, don't do that. If you tell her you're going to give her the weekend, it kind of means that you're thinking about it. You're going to give her hope, the poor girl. She's going to be so sad. Oh my God, divination. You don't know my son, sweetie. He just opened his mouth and had nothing to say. He's so shy. He is a Pisces and he's so emotional and so shy. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, all afternoon, she tantalized me and she bothered me. He's like, she's in my class and she kept throwing me pencils with notes attached to them. Yes or no, please be my boyfriend. And I thought it was so hilarious. I laughed my guts out. Yeah, so. And I had to make it worse. I had to ask him. I'm like, no. And I'm like, didn't you just want to ask her to your birthday party tomorrow? I thought it was so hilarious. And he's so traumatized. And I'm like, you're going to have to let this poor girl down. It took her so much courage to come and see you. And she came with all her friends. Like, she came with her girl gang. And she was so motivated. And everybody was helping her out. I mean, she's been thinking about asking you this for so long. And you're going to turn her down. It's okay. It's completely up to you. But you need to find a really good reason. You need to be sweet with her. I know, divination. So I told him, I'm like, let her know that, you know, you're just not really, I mean, he's in 4th grade. I'm like, let her know you're way too busy into your life. You don't really have time for a girlfriend right now, but if she wants to be friends, no problem, right? Something of the such. It is so cute, but at the same time, he's so stressed by all of this. He was going to tell her. His answer was, no, Mom, I've got my answer. I'm going to tell her, no, I cannot be your boyfriend. I will not be a good boyfriend for you because later on I want to go into the army. And when I go into the army, I'll most likely die, he says, and then you'll have no more boyfriend. What's that good for you? Find another one. I'm like, what a horrible story is that? You don't even want to go into the army. You want to be a police officer. Anyways, okay, enough about me. Going back to Kimberly, I just had to say it was hilarious. Okay, so let's go for it. I don't know. I think it's funny at 9 years old. Yes. And he's so traumatized, poor guy. Okay, Kimberly. So I know, Loth, what David told him. What a horrible story is that? You can't say that to a girl. I'm like, no, you can't. So Kimberly, this new guy, Michael, you're wondering if he's interested in you. Let's go and see that, sweetie. I'm actually going to have to say he does have some interest, sweetie, but he's a little bit insecure. He's a little bit of a loner, isn't he? Is there a possibility that Michael might stay a little bit more into his side, my beautiful Kimberly? Altogether, I'm going to say he really is more of a me type of a person, not all that much interested in coming on out and talking to a lot of different people. He's not all that open, but your friends at work who are trying to hook you guys up, I say go for it. Yes, yes, and yes. As much as he is somewhat of a loner, as he is more into his own introspections, I'm getting stars. I'm getting over here Ace of Wands, beginnings and hopes and love and desires. But we just kind of need a little bit of a help to make that, spark just kind of happen. So I'm going to say, why not? Go for it. And absolutely, yes, my beautiful Kimberly. I'm sorry for all my babbling into the in-between. No, yeah, Lilith, I know. It's not that soldiers were not attractive. Soldiers were attractive. It's just that he was thinking soldiers will might die, so I'm no good for you. Find somebody else who will love you for eternity is what his thought was. I'm like, what a horrible plan. She's not looking towards marriage. She's looking towards right here, right now, sweetie. But yes, so to be continued on to Monday. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. And I kept asking him, like, well, was she cute? Do you like her? And he was like, no, I'm not interested. I don't want a girlfriend. I'm like, okay, let her know you just don't want one. That's it. But you know what? They don't have those swipes. If he was like 20 years old and they were onto an app, he would swipe. But now he doesn't have any swipe. He actually has to go like into the good old days. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yes or no? It is so cute. I didn't even know that still existed. So my beautiful, I'm going to have to say over here, Kimberly, yes, yes, yes. Please do have your colleagues. Please do have your friends at work hook you guys up. Because why? There is a strong possibility. Michael is somewhat a little bit introverted, but is he interested in you? Absolutely. He just needs a little bit of a kick in the you-know-what, sweetie, and things will happen. So Kimberly, go for it. I like Michael. I feel like Michael is interested in you. You guys just need a little bit of a help from the divine, sweetie. Divine being your friends. So Kimberly, a definite yes onto that one, sweet one. Moving on forward, over here. You appreciate that he thought of a reason, right? Yeah, even if the reason was horrible. Yes. Anyways, he's such a sweetie pie. That being said, poor girl, I do feel bad for her. It took her a lot of guts to go and ask him out, and she's going to be turned down, which it's okay. It's part of life, but it sucks. That's exactly what it is, right, Lilith? Tell me that you're not interested without I know that's what it is. He's like, I'm going to get in so much trouble, Mom, at school. And I'm like, why are you getting in trouble? Because she's sending me all these papers saying yes or no. And I'm going to get in trouble. I'm like, why should you get in trouble? You're not the one sending out the papers. She's the one. And he's so worried about getting into trouble. Okay. It is a Hocus Pocus turn, followed out by Melissa, Ziyang, and Maria. Hocus Pocus, when is Daniel going to leave your oldest daughter alone, and will he get the job plan on applying? Let's go and see. I know, divination, and my son, he is so loving, he is so damn cute, he is so sweet, and he's like me, divination. This is what I was telling him, and it's what I was telling my boyfriend. Into the past, when I was much younger, I would have said the exact same thing as him. Instead of saying no, because into the past I was unable to say no, I would have said, let me think about it. Give me some time. Try to postpone things. I said, nowadays, I've learned my lessons. I say no. I say yes. I make it clear. I've learned it. I don't owe anything to anybody. It is what it is. But into the past, it is what I would have done. And he is the exact replica of me. I understand him, but now he got himself into trouble by doing that because he's going to have to explain after. Yes, I know. And let me go and see. Oh, it takes an awful lot of guts. Oh my God, Lilith, I so admire this girl. She is strong. She is beautiful. She's got more guts than I do. She is good. This kid harasses your kid from time to time. Oh my God. So will Daniel leave your oldest daughter alone? Oh, sweetie, that is not good. I'm so sorry. I kind of feel like they're not necessarily my beautiful. Is there anything whatsoever that you can do, either perhaps with work or not with work, but at school? Anything of the such? Because what I can actually see over here is that I don't necessarily feel as though Daniel is going to be leaving your child alone over here, sweetie. I see a lot of unhappiness. I see a lot of lack of enthusiasm. I'm seeing sadness. I'm seeing expectations that are not really giving what it is that we would like to have. I'm seeing our king, which would be Daniel over here, is really just really all that strong. So I'm going to say for the moment, not really, sweetie. If there's anything that you can do, my beautiful hocus focus, may it be at school, if there's anything that they can do. You see, tomorrow you're going to the school to complain a file. Yes, please do that. You need to do something upon that, sweetie. Kimberly, I say go for it, sweetie. I'm loving this with you and Michael. Yes, yes, and a million times yes, sweetie. You let me know how that pans out, okay, sweetie? He is interested. He is wanting. He just needs a little bit of help. My beautiful hocus focus, please do move on forward with that complaint. Move on forward with that police report. I hope that it is going to be able to help things. I hope it's going to be able to kind of dissipate things and just kind of push things a little bit onto the side, because at this moment, I don't necessarily see Daniel stopping anything whatsoever. I still feel as though we're really, really quite strong. And for some reason, we seem to want to kind of suppress or to be that much stronger than your actual oldest daughter. I feel like a lot of it actually has to do with something that might be a little bit more, how could I say? Let me go see if he's the one who's cyberbullying her, sweetie. I will go and see that. I'm going to say that at this moment, I feel as though this is somebody who is into a lot of gossip, a lot of insulting, a lot of scattering, a lot of sarcastic altogether, sweetie. Let me go see. Is he the one who is cyberbullying her? I'm going to check that out, my beautiful hocus focus. Just a moment. I'm going to go and see. I'm still with your daughter. I'm actually going to have to say over here, I do feel as though it is a yes. I'm going to say it's a yes, but I feel like there's somebody else involved. So it's not just Daniel. There is somebody else, sweetie. So there's Daniel and there's one of Daniel's friends. They seem to be working together, and they seem to be working towards kind of bullying your daughter over here, sweetie. There are actually two of them. So but they are working together. They do know each other. So do try to make sure that that is somewhere clear, that maybe Daniel is not necessarily working alone, and that it's going more than just, you know, into school or something as such. Is going down to social media and everything as such, which is absolutely horrible. My dear God, I hate that about nowadays, how bullying has taken a complete different turn of events, how it goes on to online. Oh, sweetie, please do make whatever is necessary, my beautiful hocus focus, because if you don't do anything, I feel like it is going to continue. If you do something, I feel like it's not necessarily going to completely delete itself. It's not going to completely disappear, but it is going to be a million times better. So they're not really going to have all that much choice. They're going to have a lot of pressure, and things will get better. Okay, so that's it. It's his friend Leo, sweetie. They're two into it, sweetie. It's him and one of his friends, so they're two doing this, my lovely. Are you going to get the job that you're applying for, you say? And you say you're not quite sure that it's really a good fit for you, right? Melissa is going to be up next with a timestamp, followed out by Ziyang, Maria, and Crystal. So is this a good fit for our beautiful hocus focus? Judgment. No, it is not a good fit whatsoever, sweetie. It is not. You're not really going to be happy into this altogether. You're going to be looking for something else. So I'm actually going to have to say over here, my beautiful hocus focus, are you going to get the job that you're applying for? I actually feel like you might actually get it, but I don't feel like you're going to be happy into it. I don't feel like it's something that is good for you. So I'm going to take some more cards out to make sure that you're going to be getting it. But you're not necessarily going to be happy. You're going to be wanting to actually change this job. Yeah, it is going to be offered towards you, sweetie. But I feel as though you're not going to find your complete happiness into this. So, yes, and I'm getting the same thing twice. Same card, same position into the outing. Wanting to just kind of go back in time, wanting to go back to a different position, wanting to change positions altogether. So I'm going to say a little bit like you, sweetie. It's not really necessarily the right position for you. I don't necessarily feel like you're going to be happy into it. That being said, if you do want to get into it for a certain amount of time until you find something else, then that could be okay. But you're not going to want to stay there forever. You're not going to be happy into it. Do I feel like you're going to be getting it? I do feel like you are going to be getting it, though, sweetie. As for your daughter, I'm a million times sorry, my beautiful Hocus Focus. A million times sorry. Please do take the actions that you say that you're going to be doing. I feel like every single movement that you're going to do is going to be better. It's going to be good. Do it with the police, or do it also with the school, and just kind of see, do whatever it is that you can do to try to make things as best as possible, because it is not right. It is not okay, and it must not continue. My beautiful Hocus Focus, if there's anything else I can do for you, please do let me know, sweetie. You started dating into the 80s and 90s when you were 5 years old, sweetie. Oh, Hocus Focus. I'm sending you courage. I'm sending you love, sweetie. I'm sending you strength. You do what is necessary, and you will see that it will reap in beautiful benefits for you and your daughter, sweetie. Hold on strong through these challenging times. They'll bring better things, and they'll bring closeness between you and your daughter at the same time. Melissa is going to be at 225. What is your Leo's intentions, and is he cheating sexually, and with who? Let's go and see. I'm going to go and see his intentions. I'm going to go see if he's cheating on you. Let's go and find out. So, is he cheating on you to begin with? Is he cheating on you? I'm actually going to have to say over here, my beautiful. Is he cheating on you? No. Which is a really good news. But is he hiding any information from you, Melissa? I do feel like he is hiding some things from you. I feel as though he's hiding some feelings. I feel like sometimes he wonders where this relationship is going to. I feel like sometimes he's feeling a little bit lost. He's feeling a little bit sad. He's feeling a little bit frustration. And he's kind of wondering, is this going to continue? And how far is it actually going to be going through? Hello, beautiful lesbian. Nice to see you. Thank you for your donation, sweetie. Hocus Focus. I will answer you in just one moment after Melissa to answer your other questions, sweetie. So I'm going to say over here, my beautiful Melissa, is he cheating with you? I'm going to say no. Is he interested into somebody else? Is somebody interested into him? I will say yes. But is anything really happening between you guys? I'll say a definite no. So nothing seems to be happening between this other person who's interested in him, and he is somewhat interested into this person. This person seems to have a redder colored hair, sweetie. They have reddish highlights, whoever this is. It seems to be somebody, I'm going to say into their 30s, maybe end of 30s, altogether between 30 and 40. It seems to be somebody actually that we are working with, but nothing has happened, nothing whatsoever. But do we ponder upon it every once in a while? We do. So do we sometimes a little bit cheat psychologically because sometimes we wonder? I will say sometimes perhaps yes, but have we done anything physically? Absolutely not. Do we have any intentions on cheating on you onto this moment? Absolutely not, neither. So I'm going to say no for those ones. Let me go and see what his intention is with you. I'm going to answer Hocus Focus over here and Z Yang after. So, what are the intentions? What are we getting? I feel as though we believe that this relationship is reliable. It is practical. I feel as though we have our certain roots, we have our arguments, we have our problems, we have our conflicts, we absolutely do. But at the same time, I do feel as though we are kind of looking towards a long-term vision, which is interesting, isn't it? So although we do know that we do have some issues and we do have some problems and that things are not really all that clear, at the same time, I do feel as though we are looking towards the future with you. So I'm going to say the intentions are truly to stay with you, are to continue into a relationship with you. but kind of hoping that maybe things will become a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit more intense into different kind of ways. So do we love you and do we want to be with you? Absolutely. Are we looking towards a future? Absolutely. Are we cheating on you? No. Is there somebody who interests us and is somebody interested into us? Yes. Are we doing anything? No, because we don't want to get into any trouble whatsoever. We still believe into the relationship with you, and we're going to try our very best, as much as our best can be at this moment, to try to make things a little bit better. I don't feel as though his intentions are clear. I don't feel as though he's always there. I don't feel as though he is always the very best partner for you. But he does care for you, and to his mind, he is trying to be the very best that he can at this moment. He is going to try to better himself. Will he be able to do that so you guys can have that stable relationship that's going to go long term? He's definitely going to be trying for it anyways. So I'm going to say so far so good. I don't see any problems, but I do see a lot of wanting to make things better. So I'm going to say let's continue. Let's continue with hope, perseverance, and love, and things should be able to fix themselves, sweetie. Sending you so much love, my beautiful Melissa. Hocus Focus, is Leo the one helping Daniel? Let me go see. Is Leo the one that is helping Daniel harass your daughter? Next up is Z, Yang, and Maria, followed out by Crystal. Okay. It is a yes, my beautiful. So I will say yes onto that one, my beautiful. It is Leo, the one that is helping Daniel harass your daughter, sweetie. Z Yang, should you give up on Kay since it seems like he wants you to? What is our real feelings towards you that he couldn't say, and why is he acting like he doesn't really want you guys? Okay, let's go see for our beautiful Z. I'm just going to go, although I think, yes, I'm logged out. Okay, Maria is going to be up next. Let me just go see. Okay, that is completely wrong. Hold on. I'm just going to go back into PayPal. I'm going to give a complete list. Okay. So I still have Maria, who is over here, which is perfect. Okay. And I'm going to have to say that I think the Amy was actually coming from yesterday, and this is why she did not necessarily come on up. Z, I don't think we need a timestamp for Z. Z is usually here, sweetie. Yeah, she's here. Hello, sweetie. Have yourself a beautiful night, Divination, and it is nice to see you tonight. Thank you for joining us, beautiful. Come on back whenever you want. We're here 7 days a week. Lovely. So, my beautiful Z, should you give up on Kay since he seems to be wanting you to do so? Or anyways, it's what you're getting the impression, right? Okay. So, Z followed out by Maria, Crystal, and SB. So, should you give up on Kay since it seems like that is what he wants you to do? Yeah. I don't necessarily feel like he wants you to give up upon him. I feel like he needs new ideas. I feel like he needs a renewal. I feel like he wants to have some type of communication over here. It's not that he's acting like he doesn't really want you guys because he doesn't really know how to show you how he feels and his vulnerabilities, sweetie. Does he want things to end? Absolutely not. He just wants different ways. He feels as though you guys at this moment, I feel like at this moment, he's not completely happy to begin with. That's going to be my first thing. He's not completely happy. He doesn't have everything that he wants. Bottom of the deck is saying to me that he's looking towards a future with you guys, but he doesn't know how to get to it. He doesn't know which steps to take. He doesn't really know which direction you guys are taking. And he doesn't necessarily know how to communicate it with you, which is the main problem that seems to be coming on out. Because my Page of Wands is saying that we're a little bit unhappy right now. We're wanting things to be better, and we're wanting to make things better. He's wanting to make things better. He's looking for new ideas, Well, he's lacking them. He doesn't know what to do. Because he doesn't know what to do, he shows to you that he doesn't know what to do and he kind of wants things to end. Chariot reverse position. Stopped. Nothing is happening anymore. But what is truly happening is that our page is actually turning on to a king. We want more. We want to be stronger. We want to ask for more. We want things to be a little bit more strong over here. So I'm going to have to say, do we want to make things better and do we want to give up on to you? Absolutely not. So should you give up on Kay since it seems like that's what he wants to? He doesn't really want to. He's giving you that impression because he's really bad at trying to communicate how he actually feels. What he's actually trying to tell you over here is that he doesn't know how to tell you that he wants to continue, but he doesn't know how to do so. That he is a little bit unsure about what exactly you want into the relationship and how you guys can actually go and get it. There's one thing about saying, okay, I want a relationship and we want to be grounded and we want to be together. But how are we going to do that? What are we going to do? Are we going to move in together? Are we going to date a couple of weeks? Are we going to, are we seeing other people? What are we doing? What are the laws? What is governing this relationship and how do we move on forward? Are we just kind of going with the flow? He does want you guys to actually happen. He just doesn't really know how to make you guys happen. I feel like there's a lot of things that are a little bit unsaid that need to be said. The very best thing that I could say for you over here, my beautiful Z, is that he does want to be with you. He doesn't want to give, and he does not want you to give up upon him. But I feel like a really good conversation is necessary, where there is no judgment, there is nothing but openness. We sit on down with a beautiful glass of wine or a cup of tea, whatever is good for both of you guys. You sit down and you just kind of relax. Write down, or you don't even have to do it together. My gosh, you could do it onto your side. He could do it onto his own side. Take yourself a piece of paper. Write down what you think is good into the relationship, what you think is not as good, and what you think the solutions can be. Have him do the exact same thing. Swap those papers and then either sit down and talk about it or write yourself a new paper to one another saying how you think that you could actually fix things. Sometimes when you're actually talking and you're just kind of speaking, things just get a little bit crazy. You lose thought of what you're saying. You become kind of defensive. Things don't come out into the right way. You end up being blocked. You end up kind of walking away. And this is not really what we want. I feel like it's really important for you to write what you want, for him to write what is good and what is not good. How can we make things better? Let's get going on to it, because he does want better things to be happening. He just doesn't know how to do it, and you don't know how to do it neither. So I'm definitely going to have to say over here, should you give up on him? No. Does he love you? Yes. Does he care for you? Yes. But he doesn't know how to make things better, and he doesn't know how to move on forward. It's as if your intentions for both of you guys are a little bit all over the place. You know what you want. He knows what he wants, but it's as if you're not necessarily communicating it, or it's not really coming on really quite clearly. So you guys need to find my only solution for you guys is communication. If you don't have communication, this relationship is not going to last, sweetie. But if you're able to sit down, you're able to talk, you're able to write it on down, you're able to try to find some kind of way to talk about it, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to surmount these milestones and you'll be stronger for it. Your relationship will be stronger for it, and you'll be able to stay into this relationship. Something needs to change. This way, you're both kind of going a little bit to a dead end. So, and you guys, it would be a pity, sweetie, because Z, you love him and he loves you. You guys are just simply misunderstood right now. And I hate when that happens, because it happens all the time into relationships. And I don't want this to end because of that. My beautiful Z, if you need anything else, let me know. Even if it's just a chit chat, you are wondering how to do so, what to write, you're wondering if what you're writing is good, send me an email. I'm here for you, Z. Wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie. But I want you to know before you leave this chat that you are loved, okay? Don't forget about that. It's really important. Maria, followed out by Crystal and SB. Maria. What can I do for you? You say, thought he thought of you today. That's a lot of thoughts. Let's go see a thought that he did have of you today, sweet one. So what was he thinking about you today? I kind of feel like I want to actually go to this deck. Okay, Maria. So a thought that he had of you today. Today he was thinking about taking a leap of faith. He was thinking about prosperity. He was thinking about enjoying life with you. He was thinking about achieving abundance and love and just beautiful energy of you guys together with victory and success. So I'm going to have to say over here, it's about working together. The thought he had today was, I want to be a magician into my life. I want to move on forward. I want to call up Maria and I just want us to be together. That's a thought he had of you today. And next week, when will you talk? So next week, when will you talk? Next week, I've got you, sweetie. The bigger talk is most likely going to be onto the Wednesday, but I'm also getting that you're going to be talking onto the Tuesday. So I'll say Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, is the big talk still going to be onto the Thursday? Let's go see. So is the big day still Thursday? It is still Thursday, my beautiful Queen of Swords. Yes, yes, yes. And again, I'll say yes, my beautiful Queen. You say, has he thought about your talk about the bounce and dragons? Seriously, who would have ever thought? I would have never thought of such a thing. If you would have just told me that, I would have never had that type of correlation towards the actual subject. But well, yes, I get it. Let's go and see. Hold on. Hold on, because I'm having crazy cards and crazy carpet. Hold on, guys. I'm still here. Okay. I was tired of like an office kind of a carpet, so I got like a really plushy kind of blue velvety carpet, but it kind of gets stuck into my wheels of my blue velvet chair every once in a while. So that's my story, and that's why I was fixing my carpet, because my chair was stuck into it. Okay, sometimes beauty is not necessarily the most interesting thing. Let's continue. Let's go and see. Now that you guys know what color and what carpet I have. So let's continue on about the bounce and the dragons. Has he thought about it? I'm going to actually have to say he has not really thought about it all that much. He thought about it really quite longly. Actually, the time that you did see each other and you did talk about it and you did actually mention it, it really just kind of struck him as, oh my God, what kind of conversation is this? I can't believe that she actually remembers this and that she's talking about it. It took you an awful lot of guts to do so, and he absolutely loved it. But I don't feel as though he has thought about it since. Does he still think of hugging and kissing you and just kind of cuddling? Let's go and see. Is he still thinking about that? Is he still thinking about hugging and cuddling? You say you went to Walmart to get something last minute, and when you look, you just saw his favorite drink you had onto your first day, and then you were, oh, that's it, right? And then you saw the coffee. Oh, you should have bought the bottle of the drink and the coffee. It sounds cozy, doesn't it, Lilith? Yeah, it does. It's a velvet chair, a blue velvet chair, because I like blue. And it's got like a, I don't know, a fluffy like blue velvet kind of shaggy kind of a carpet. But my chair is always getting caught into my carpet, and then I get crazy and I have to fix it. Okay, let me go and see. So, I'm going to have to say you should have bought the drink and you should have bought the coffee, honestly. You should have got both of them, sweetie. Why not? Oh, Lilith, I'm all for like a cozy, sexy, kind of cute kind of thing. If it's just cozy, it's not interesting. If it's got some type of sexy kind of, I love velvet. I do. I love velvet and I love plush, so. My sweetie, let's go for it. My beautiful Maria. First of all, as I was saying, you should have got both of them and you should have brought them to his office. But if we set that aside altogether, is he thinking about you hugging and kissing him? I'm going to say an absolute yes. I feel like he's thinking about it even when he is, and often he thinks about it when he is into his office, is what I'm seeing. And he just wants to, as he's watching onto those spy cams, he just wants to kind of run on out there and just hug you, sweetie. You know, sometimes when you just have that, you just have that feeling that you just want to hug. You just want to be there. You just want to be close. It's what I'm seeing. It's nice. It's sweet. It's loving. Is he going to invite you over to his place or a place for you guys to hang out alone, meaning alone sexy time? It's not what I'm seeing at first, sweetie. It's not. At first, you're definitely going to somewhere public, sweetie. So I'm going to say no. At first, you're going to somewhere where there is more people. The alone and the sexy time is going to be another moment. It's going to be another thing. So yes, but at first, I just feel like we want to reconnect. We want to be together. We want to hug. We want to have good times. We want to talk. We want to be back into a place where we used to be. But I know that sex is fun. It's great. It's fantastic. But it's really not onto his main focus right now. So is he going to invite you over to his place or to a place for you guys to hang out? He will at some point. I'm going to say most likely onto the third or onto the fourth date, but it's not happening into the first dates. And before I leave you again, I need to leave you with more messages, don't I? Because, again, I'd feel cheap as heck if I didn't. So let me go because everybody loves messages. And let me actually go to this one over here. You who have been into a relationship with him before, let's go for it. All right, so my lovely Maria, I love how playful we can actually be with each other. I want you to know that you are my best friend and that you are my love. I want to be able to actually spend some time with you. I love how you and me are becoming closer to each other every single day. Would you actually let me post you onto my social media? And I want you to know that you are the very best thing and most special person that has ever happened and come into my life. I'm going to log out of PayPal for the moment. And I'm going to go and see over here a beautiful crystal followed out by SB. And I know, sweetie, it is sweet. It's not bad for him not to be thinking about the dragon story. It's not whatsoever. It's just really meaning that he's not necessarily thinking about sex. He's more thinking about love, which is perfect because I don't really want him getting back into a relationship with you, Maria, just for sex. I want him to be with you for something more. Hocus Focus. The last one that I got over here, my beautiful Hocus Focus, a super chat, was about you wondering if Leo was the one that was helping Daniel harass your daughter, and I said yes, it was. Is that what you're referring to, my beautiful Hocus Focus? Just let me know, sweetie. Sending you so much love, beautiful Maria, and we'll see you tomorrow into the 18 plus. Don't forget 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, guys, because I am going to the trampoline park for a birthday party for, oh my God, 10-year-old son going into 2 digits. My gosh. Sweet dreams, my beautiful Maria. I'm going to be moving over to Crystal, to SB, and then we're going to go over to Juanson to finish off. It's not a problem, Hocus Focus. It's not a problem, sweetie. I'm so sorry. It is a yes onto that one. You sure can, Joseline. We're here for you, sweetie. Go for it. So, Crystal, a general in finances for this year, a general reading between you and Darian Aries this year. Okay, let's go with the finances to begin with. So we are with Crystal, followed out by SB. Thank you so very much, my beautiful Maria. My son is so excited. I'm so excited for him. It's going to be a blast. Yes, and the cake. I went to get the cake today. It is the most gorgeous cake. It is so lovely, and I have to go and I have to make him another cake onto Saturday. I don't know how I'm going to make a competition. This is like a Jurassic cake, and I'm making a police car. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh. I know. Buckets are going to be ready tomorrow. Juanson is going to be ready with the buckets, and Lilith usually has a fire truck. So beautiful, Crystal. Well, it's Crystal. Are you here, my sweetie? Shall we leave you a timestamp? Just let us know. If we do need a timestamp for Crystal, it's going to be at 2:49. But if she's here, we can just scratch that off. So in general, for finances this year, what is coming upon? You would like to have some things happening. You definitely would. But thank you so very much, my beautiful Maria, sweetie. I actually feel as though something is going to be happening for you, but it's going to be happening somewhere around the month of September, not really before. And to the month of September, you are being offered something, somewhat I'm going to say of a raise, something of the sort is coming towards you that is going to allow you to have more ideas, more opportunities, and more finances altogether. I don't see you changing jobs. Absolutely not. I don't see any inheritance. I don't see anything of the such. I don't see you winning the lotto, sweetie. But I do see you over here definitely getting more money, but in regards to work. But it seems to be happening somewhere around the end of summer, around the month of September. So I'm going to say there is going to be something coming on in for you around the end of September that is going to be really just making your finances better. Are they going to be bad this year? No. I actually see some good things, but I'm going to say I do need you to be a little bit careful. There could be somebody around you during the year, and it seems to be a man who could be necessarily or maybe trying to take some money from you. It could be either, thank you, my beautiful Joseline, trying to get some money from you or trying to manipulate you into something. So, Crystal, if you see as though anybody whatsoever, a man who seems to be between 30 and 45 years old, I'm going to say darker colored hair, seems to be a little bit manipulative, or somebody seems to be wanting to do something that is financially seems a little bit off towards you, just don't do it and you'll be absolutely fine, sweetie. Okay, you're here, beautiful. It's what I thought. You don't usually go anywhere. Thank you for letting us know. So Lilith, I'll say let's scratch that timestamp. Now, what is going to be happening between you and Aries this year? Darren the Aries. Let's go find out. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. Lilith, I'm actually, Anna Juanson, I'm going to be going to work onto those spells, guys, when we're done the reading for tonight. I'm going to go and do that. My kids actually have a day off tomorrow from school, so I actually get to sleep in a little bit more, so I'm going to go work on the spells that I did not have time to do today. She said you still made it. You did, sweetie. You're absolutely good, beautiful. Absolutely. Okay, let's go see. Oh, I love the way you say that, Joseline. He who must not be named is still around. I love the way you said that. You have such a beautiful sense of humor. Oh, I love that, Joseline. You're so cute. Okay. I know, right? It sounds like Voldemort, doesn't it? That is so funny. Okay, so Crystal, let's go see what's happening between you and Darren, my lovely. You're wanting something, aren't you, sweetie? You're wanting something a little bit extra. You are. Okay, sweetie, I'm going to tell you what it is that I see over here, and you can decide whatever is best for you. Well, my lovely Crystal, whatever I'm going to say, I want you to know that the energy can change, but depending on what you do, what Darren does, and everything as such. What I can see as of today, if everything stays the way that it is and nothing changes, there's no modifications, I don't necessarily see you staying with Darren for the end of the year, sweetie. I feel as though between you and Darren, something kind of toxic is going to be happening. some toxic energies. I feel like we have an attachment, but the attachment is not all that good between you guys. There's somewhat of an addiction that is kind of keeping you guys together. But I feel as though we're going to be having, or you're going to be having, actually not Darren, but you are going to be having a reevaluation altogether. And honestly, I feel like you can be moving on, because Darren is not going to be able to give you what it is that you would like to have. You kind of feel like sometimes you're a little bit manipulated, and you feel as though it's being just a little bit unfair altogether. So hopefully this will change. Hopefully it will. Hopefully you'll be able to find that beautiful path between you and Darren. And I'm not going to say completely, you are the sole person. Well, you and Darren, you guys are the one who decide what's going to be happening within this relationship. But if things continue the way that they are going, you're going to reevaluate. He's not going to give you what it is that you want to have, and you're going to end up walking away. There's no cheating. There's nothing bad happening. You're just feeling like you're unfulfilled. So hopefully at some point in time, if ever you're feeling as though you're not all that happy with Darren and you want things to change, I need you to communicate. If you want to change this around, you can. But you guys need to talk. You need to figure things out so you can get onto that right path. Okay? So my beautiful crystal, again, and it's really, really important. I hate saying this when we talk about like whole years, because a lot of things can change. I don't want you to get back into this relationship and go and see Darren and think, okay, this is going to end. It's not going to be good. I'm just going to turn the page. I'm not going to put the effort in. No, 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 no. I want to continue what you're doing, but I need you to put a little bit of extra effort in. If ever you seem and you see as though things are going a little bit downhill, try to pick them up. Remember what I said. You are the master of your future. You can determine which path it is that you want, and so can Darren. I know Darren loves you, and I know that you love Darren. I just kind of feel like sometimes he's not really moving on forward. He's not really giving you what it is that you want, and the future is a little bit unknown. I say try to look at that, try to take this information that I'm taking and that I'm giving you and utilize it for the best. When you feel as though something is not going all that well, you bring it upon, bring it back in, communicate, figure out your resolution, continue, and you will change your path. Okay, it's really important over here. You and Chase Virgo. Let's go and see between you and Chase Virgo. So let's go see for our beautiful crystal between you and Chase Virgo. SV and Joseline are up next to finish up the readings. So you and Chase Virgo, what do we have? You and Chase Virgo, it's a little bit one-sided, sweetie. Lack of roots, lack of roots over here altogether. No grounding into this relationship. I'm going to say at this moment, there's lacking that grounding of where we're going and what we're doing. That being said, if you're able to get that grounding, you actually have much more chances over here with Virgo than you do with Darren. And I'm going to say why, because with Darren, things are a little bit just, this year. Between you and Darren, I feel as though modifications are necessary to make the relationship to work out, to make the communication actually happen. That's where the problem is actually going to be happening. Between you and Chase Virgo, what I'm going to say over here is it's a little bit different. I feel as though for the moment, it's a little bit one-sided. It is really, really quite imbalanced. There's a little bit of strings attached altogether, a little bit of selfishness. But I do feel as though somewhere starting around the month of July or August, this is changing. I feel as though between you and Virgo, it is no longer unbalanced. It is balance. We seem to know more that what we're wanting, and you seem to have a stability. Therefore, it's almost as if you're choosing Virgo over Darren, because things are making sense over here, and at this moment, they're not. So I'm going to have to say, if I'm going to choose between Darren and Virgo, I'm going to say that you're most likely going to be with Chase by the end of the year, and not Darren. Because as much as with Chase Virgo, things are a little bit unstable right now, they're going to become really, really quite stable around the end of summer. And that's where things seem to be tilting. And that's where you seem to be making those different movements that are going to make everything happen either towards Virgo or Darren. But I see you more going with Virgo, and I see more stability with Virgo than I do with Darren, because Darren is not quite ready to give you what you want, but Virgo is at the end of summer. Oh, boo. Boo to you, Zach. How are you doing, Zach? Crystal, let me know if there's anything else. You've got a busy life, sweetie. For real. I'm absolutely serious, my beautiful Crystal. Things are completely unstable between you and Chase Virgo for the moment, but around the end of the year, things seem to be changing. You seem to be choosing Virgo over Darren, and that's where stability is coming on in, and that's where everything is changing. But again, my beautiful Crystal, it's really important what I said at the very beginning. When I said over here, what happens into your life is depending upon what it is that you desire. If you decide at any point between here till the end of summertime that you want to be with Darren, you're going to end up not giving as much love and much attention to Virgo, and you're going to be sticking with Darren. But if things stay the way that they are between you and Darren, you're definitely choosing Virgo. I know you're shocked, sweetie, and sometimes love is shocking, sweetie. So I'm going to say for the moment, it is what it is. If your energy changes at any moment, and you decide that you're not putting the time, you're not putting the effort, you're not putting the communication in with Darren, then Virgo is going to be your man, sweetie. Virgo is going to be the one for you. But if you do decide that you're going to put more time into Darren, then you'll end up flushing Virgo. Because as much as Virgo is a little bit of a wild card at this moment, Virgo is definitely going to become much more stable into your life by the end of summer if you are not as close to Darren. I know. It's not that I wanted to shock you, Crystal, but it is what it is. I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. I know, right? Lord, shoot you now. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so if you don't want to be with Virgo, then put all your chances in with Darren, sweetie. I told you, you are the master of your path. It depends what you do, sweetie. At this very moment, I see that you're going to choose Virgo over Darren. But if you decide to put more time into Darren, then you'll flush Virgo. I know. You're so funny, Crystal. Let's go see SB. Messages from Mark the Aquarius. What does Mark want to say to you, sweet one? Let's put a little bit of a timestamp over here for SB. And Joseline is going to be up next. So SB, I should leave you a timestamp, should I? At 3:01 and 40 seconds. 3:01:40. Crystal, I love you, sweetie. You're absolutely hilarious. From the whole Voldemort type of a thing. Oh no, that is Joseline who's got the Voldemort. You guys are so funny. Seriously. You've got this. You have got this. I tell you, Crystal, you're going to be good, sweetie. Okay, so a new timestamp over here for SB because I don't know. I just keep laughing. SB is going to be at 3:02. 3:02 for our beautiful friend SB. And let me go and see what messages I'm getting for you here. Let's take this one out. And let's go for it. So I want to be able to finally take control of my own life. I want you to know that I really do deeply regret if I have ever hurt you into the past. When you're not around me, I feel absolutely stuck into my life. I need you to be patient with me. I want you to know that I am trying to better myself. I have so much that I want to tell you. I want you to know that I do believe that we are meant to be together. I often wonder if you do see a future between us. When I'm around you, sometimes I feel a little bit insecure. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm good enough for you. But I want you to know that I love you more than I have ever loved anybody else. Please believe me when I say, give me some time. Let's continue. I will try my hardest to show you that I do love you. I am in love with you and only you. If ever I have hurt you, I am going to try to fix this as best as I can. I will love you for the rest of my life. I will never let you go. I do need a little bit more time to think. You are my light. I am currently learning who I am more and more every day. I do fear you, not fear you, but I do feel you. And I want to change my life. I love you more every single day that goes on by. I like that path, sweetie. Crystal, sending you so much love, sweetie. Now I know you're going to bed with so many different thoughts, aren't you? A beautiful Joseline. Yeah, who must not be named is still around. What does he want to tell you? And is he going to insist on reaching out some more, right? Ah, la, 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 la. Let's go see. And then Watson is going to be up next. So he who must not be mentioned is still around. I just love the way you say that. And the fact that Lilith kind of correlated it with Voldemort. Okay, so what do I have over here? Oh my God. Okay, so what does he want to tell you? Is he going to be insisting on reaching out some more? Is he going to be, yes, he's going to be reaching out some more, sweetie. I feel like more time goes on by. He's actually feeling as though he's got a little bit more, my beautiful Joseline, of a little bit more self-doubt, a little bit more turmoil, a little bit more of self-esteem problems and vulnerability. So he's feeling a little bit less strong than Voldemort, actually. And that's what, seriously, that's what you named your first ex? Oh, I love that, Voldemort. That is so perfect. So will there be some delays? Yes. Is it going to be impatience? Yes. Is it going to be frustrations? Yes. Is it going to be hot-tempered and arrogant? Absolutely. Thank you, my beautiful Crystal. I will be with you in just one moment, sweetie. So is all of this going to end? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, my sweetie. We're going to continue. We're going to continue to reach on out, but a little bit less than we actually used to. But we're still going to continue. We're still not giving up on you, because into our mind, we are meant to be together. Unified love and partnership, mutual attraction, romantic connection, just love all together over here. We want to join forces. We want to be together. And when I say join forces, it does sound like Voldemort or Star Wars, doesn't it? Yeah. So I will say to you, we're not going to give up. There's going to be a little bit of delays. You're going to be hearing a little bit less actually from him. But will you still be hearing from him? Is he still going to reach out? Absolutely. He had a third triangle with his ex, right? Oh, he's coming on back, sweetie. He's not letting you go. A third triangle with his ex. He's just trying things out. He will be back. And he will be back for you, because the ex is somewhat of a fling. It's someone who is just a little bit there. Nothing much more. But the ex, he does not love you. Oh, he loves you. He just doesn't know how to get you on back. So into the meanwhile, he's with the ex, sweetie. Let me go and give you some messages from him and see what he's got to say. All right, so let's go and get those messages. You are always into my beautiful dreams. I know, Giseline. I want to fight for this connection. I just don't know how. I am seeking some strength and I am seeking some courage. I know, beautiful. He doesn't necessarily want the trash. He wants the trash temporarily, but I kind of feel as though he wants that ex temporarily over here because at the same time, I just feel as though he's trying to make you a little bit jealous, sweetie. I'm killing your nerd side, aren't I? I know Voldemort is from Harry Potter, and I know Star Wars is from Darth Vader. I know, sweetie, and I'm killing your nerd side. I hate Star Wars. I hate. I've never watched not even one of them. I watched like particles of them when I was a child, but nothing much more. I'm not in a whole. I don't like aliens and wars into galactic stars. It's not my thing. So I've never watched any Star Wars, but I mean, Darth Vader sounded bad and Voldemort too. I kind of put them into the same pile once and I'm sorry, sweetie. You say you blocked him everywhere, yes, and you told him that you were moving on, right? And he didn't just make you jealous. He lost you because of that. I know, sweetie. And over here, I can see into the messages, my beautiful. This is not the way that things I wanted to end. I wish that I could get them back. I feel like things could actually change. I'm sorry. I did not see your value and I did not see your worth when we were together. You know what the problem here is, my beautiful Giseline? He believes that even though you have blocked him, you know what we can do when we block? We can unblock. He believes that at some point you're going to be feeling regret, you're going to be feeling sadness, you're going to be missing him, and you're going to unblock him just to see how he's doing, just to see if he is still with that ex. So into his mind, that's when I said there's going to be delays. That's where those delays are coming from. He is not giving up on you, even though you have blocked him. He is hoping you will unblock him at one point, and when you unblock him, he's coming right on back towards you. I know, Juanson, I kill your nerdy side. I'm so sorry, sweetie. It's my ignorance into nasty characters, movie characters, I guess. I don't know. I wish I could have been emotionally available to you at that moment. I spent a lot of time thinking about you, wishing that things were simply just different. Let's not stop there. Let's continue. I know, Giseline, this is what he's wanting. I know. Ha ha ha. Joke on him, right? I know, sweetie, but this is what he's hoping and this is what he's looking for. And he's going to continue to stalk you into any single way that he can, onto any social media, until at some point he feels like there is some type of an unblocking. And if he sees an unblocking, he's jumping right on in towards it. Look at that. Give me a chance. No one can change my love for you. We're just manipulating you right now. I know you don't ghost somebody that you love. You don't do that to somebody that you love. Absolutely not. I'm all against the whole ghosting, Giseline. May you love somebody or may you hate them. I just believe that if you're not going to want to talk to somebody anymore, you should let them know, right? I get you. I feel as though things have taken a wrong turn into the last few years. Things have become a little bit too easy to block people out of our worlds without getting the answers that we deserve, and therefore we don't get the closings, we don't get whatever is necessary, and we end up hanging on. We end up getting different problems. I get it. I do. Telepathically, he's going to try to communicate with you, sweetie. He's been feeling your presence around him. He's been hurt in love before, but like this, never, ever, ever. He wants you to know that he is so attracted to you, but he just doesn't know how to be able to be with you. And he has never meant to hurt you. It was never you. It was always him. It is completely his fault. So, my beautiful, I'm going to say it's probably best for you to keep him blocked. Because, as you said, You deserve better. You deserve love. You deserve somebody who is not going to block you. You deserve somebody who is going to be with you, somebody who's not going to go back to the ex, and somebody who is going to be with you 1,000,000% and who's going to see you as your queen. And you will find that beautiful person. Just give yourself a little bit of time, sweetie. This person is no good for you. Oh, seriously? Oh, well, look at that, Watson, you see? You do deserve better. That's what I was just saying, my beautiful Joseline. You had your closure. Perfect. Keep that closed. Move on forward, sweetie, and find better people into your life. You deserve so much better. You don't deserve that crap, sweetie. You don't. My beautiful Crystal, are you going to be able to move in with Chase? Oh, you're liking this idea, aren't you? With a proposal. Ooh, I don't know. Let me go see. Oh, Joseline, I'm sending you so much love, sweetie. So much. I'm so glad that you joined us tonight. We missed you, and I'm sending you so much love. Again, Joseline, we want the best for you. The best will come your way. Stay strong. And into moments of weakness, come and see you. We'll make you strong again. Crystal, are you going to get what you want this year with Chase? Let's go see. You're liking this idea with Chase, aren't you, Crystal? So are you going to be able to move in with Chase this year? Yes or no? Let's go see. Yes or no? Ooh. Miss you too, my beautiful Joseline. Beautiful. Ooh, I do see something happening over here. I do see some type of proposals. Now we're getting exciting, aren't we, my beautiful Crystal? Excited we are. A lot of beautiful. Okay. I was so very excited over here, Crystal, all the way until I got to the end. I was so damn excited for you. And then I got just dragged on down. I know. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to say over here, my beautiful Crystal, I was so excited. Everything was so perfect. And yes, Joseline, have yourself sweet dreams, sweetie. And stay strong, Joseline. And when you're weak, come and see us into the chat or send me an email. I'll make you strong again. Okay, my beautiful Crystal. Are you going to be able to move in with Chase? I'll say move in with Chase. I'm going to give you 50%. How's that? A little bit like a lawyer. I'll give you 50% of what you want, but I'm not going to give you 100%. I want to give you 100%, but I can't do it. A little bit like a car dealer, right? Okay, so I see good things. I see over here proposals. I see wantings. I see reaching on out. I see that you're actually really quite happy. You're not really sad about anything. I see proposals happening for you. But my problem being over here is that I'm seeing that you're stuck into a situation you don't want to be in. But I don't see anybody going anywhere. So are you? Yes, Joseline. Yes, sweetie. You stay strong with those big biceps. This is it, Crystal. I know. What, right? I'm going to say with a proposal, most likely not a proposal. I'm going to give you halfway. I'm going to say, are you going to be able to move in with Chase this year? Most likely, yes. Are you going to be able to have a proposal? That I'm going to say no. So I'm going halfway. Well, it's okay. I'm going halfway, Crystal. I can't give you everything. I would love to give you everything, but I can't. Actually, he's not able to give you everything. It's not me, it's him. I know, there's always something. You need to leave him a little bit more time. He's wanting to give you a lot of things, but he really wants to take it one step at a time. So there's no doubt about it. Give him a little bit of time. Will you be able to move in with Chase? I'll say yes, around the end of the year. But are you going to be able to actually have that proposal? Let's say get married together. Let's get engaged. It's not this year. I'm going to say if that happens, it's going to be more next year, maybe more around the spring or maybe more around summertime, but not before. So you're getting halfway, sweetie. It's not a bad thing. You're getting more strength. You're getting more courage. No, don't cry. Oh, you feel the love. Okay. Oh, Joseline, sweetie, we love you, beautiful. You're so sweet. About living with him and no, that's it. That's exactly it. You're living with him, but you've got no ring. It's not such a bad thing, my beautiful crystal. I'm just saying over here that you're going to be able to live with him, which is a fantastic step. It's a big step. It's a big thing. But the ring is going to take a little bit longer. I'm not saying the ring is not coming. I'm saying the ring is going to take longer. Maybe more around the spring or around the summertime. Not a bad thing. It's just going to take more time, but at least you're going to be living with him. There is that beautiful possibility around the end of the year. So beautiful, crystal. There is nothing wrong with this reading whatsoever. It's just a little bit of a delays upon the ring. Yes. So, Crystal, are you going to be able to move in with, Chase this year? I'll say yes. With a proposal? No, that's going to be next year. But it's not all that bad of a thing. Next year's not all that far away, sweetie. Once you actually move in with him, it's all good. Yeah. Oh, definitely, Watson. Definitely, sweetie. My crystal, you're so adorable. I know that you're wanting a lot of things and you're not wanting a lot of things. It's not true. You're wanting the basic things in life. You're wanting love. You're wanting commitment. That's what you want. And that is the most basic things that we all want in love. We want somebody to love us. We want us to care about us. We want the security. And we want to know this person is going to be wanting to spend the rest of our days, or their days with us. That's what we want. Now, you're getting halfway, 3/4 on through. The only thing you're missing is that ring, sweetie. I'm going to say at that point, the ring is a little bit more of a symbolism. We can wait a little bit for it. At least he's giving you more than anybody else has given you so far. Take it on in, sweetie. I know. What a damn life. It's not that bad, Crystal. You're moving on in with somebody that you love, that you care for. You're just not getting the ring right away. But you want it orderly. I get you. Well, orderly. It's still orderly. You're moving on in, you get a ring, and then you get children. Unorderly would be, or actually you get married, and then you get children. Unorderly would be something completely different. You're just getting a little bit of delays along the way, but you're completely into the whole orderly, my sweetie. If it makes you feel better, sweetie, I feel like the orderly is very subjective to the individual. Crystal, I've been with the same person for over 18 years. I have 3 children with the same person. And, well, we're engaged for like ever, but we're not married. So it is what it is. No ring, but you move in and marriage. I know. And, Crystal, I moved in with my person and I had no kids. I had no ring. I had no nothing. And then I got a ring and then we had a child. And then we had many other children. And then we still don't have no marriage, but we don't plan on ever getting married. But it is what it is. And it's good. It's what we want. So I said just go for it, sweetie. Whatever it is that you want, it will come your way. But if you push upon it when it is not the right time, it will run away. Don't make it run away, sweetie. You're better to take your time with somebody who loves you and just move on forward. What, Crystal? What? What did I say wrong? What is all those interrogations mark? But don't you want? No, I don't. It's not important for me, Crystal. It is not, sweetie. I'm Catholic. My partner doesn't. He's how do you call it in English? Anyways, he doesn't really believe into anything or into anybody. But I am Catholic myself, and we have decided a really, really long time ago that marriage was not something that was important for us, that love and commitment was what was important. And so we pledged to be engaged, well, forever. So we both have our rings, we both have our engagement, and it is what it is. So yeah, no, it's not important. But that's what I'm saying, Crystal. For some people it's important, for others it's not really. We've pledged within our rings and everything that we're going to be together, and that is what it is. He is, love. He is, sweetie. He does not believe into God or into anything. And I believe into God. I believe into spirit. I believe into angels. I believe into the whole deal. And so it is what it is. My sister, she truly believes into marriage. She's been married like 3 times or 2 times. They've all failed. I'm going to say it doesn't really matter. If love is a basic line, and if you love each other and you respect each other, may you be married or not, the pledge is there of love and respect. And I feel like that is the basic foundation. I feel like the paper is not really all that important. It's not important for me, but it's important for other people. And I respect that. Yeah. Love is the most important thing. A paper is something else. It's like a security. But it's for other people, it's really important. For my sister, it's the most important thing into the world. For me, it's not. And that's it. So I'm going to say, my beautiful crystal, I guess it really just sees, that's it. I think it just really, whatever is good for you is good. And I'm not, whatever I believe in, married or not, it doesn't change anything. But for other people, marriage is important. And I respect everything with anybody. May you believe, may you not believe, may you want to get married, you don't want to get married. We all have our rights. We all have our thoughts. I respect everything about everybody. As long as everybody is happy with it, I say, why not? Yes, it is. It is common law over here. It is. No, it's not for everybody. Like Crystal, I would not mind getting married. It would not change anything for me, honestly. It is a piece of paper. But as I said, like for me, my partner does not believe into God, does not believe into a lot of different things. And if I was to get married, I would go and get married before the church. That's what I would like to have. But as I said, my partner does not believe. So I'm not going to make him do anything that he doesn't believe into anyways. So it's not important. Yeah, so that being said, I'm going to go and see our dear friend Watson over here. That being said, you know what, guys, to bottom line all of it, love is a bottom line of every type of relationship. Whatever happens after is up to the two people into the relationship. If you want to get married, get married. If you don't want to get married, don't. If you're happy the way that you are for the eternity, let it be. As long as there is love and there is respect, that's all that's necessary. If for you, my beautiful crystal, marriage is important, I wish it upon you. I wish that it comes your way, but you're going to need a little bit more time. I'm going to say it's going to come your way. You just need a little bit more time, sweetie. Let me go and see what it is that I'm getting over here for our dear friend Watson. Here we go. Yes, Watson, you've got your pens out. Let's go and find it out. So Watson, here we go. Which is so weird now that I think of it. My son has not contacted me and asked me for a popsicle. Every night he asks me, Mom, can you please bring me? Oh, there you go. My phone was on bedtime mode. Every night he asks me, Mom, can you bring me a peach popsicle? And I'm like, where's my son? Why is he not asking me for that peach popsicle? But he did. My phone had me on bedtime mode. Okay. Exactly. That's what I believe in any relationship, Crystal. If both parties are happy, it's all good for me. Love is the bottom line. Exactly, Sean. Absolutely beautiful, 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 beautiful. And again, just beautiful. I absolutely love that, Sean. I know, my nanny phone. It doesn't matter, Lilith. I have a Google phone, guys. It doesn't matter what kind of phone, what if it doesn't matter if I've got a 2, I've had a 2, I've had a 4, I've got a 6. It doesn't matter what Google phone I've got. It all has nanny mode onto it. At 11 p.m. it puts everything to sleep. It doesn't give me any more notifications, no emails, no nothing. It's like telling me go to bed. Yet I need to change it because my phone should know I don't go to bed till like 1 a.m. It will come your way, my crystal. I promise you, sweetie. Have yourself sweet dreams. It's okay. I can deactivate my nanny phone, and I deactivated it, and I got my son's email asking me for a peach popsicle. So I will deliver every night when I'm done the live. I go and deliver him a popsicle, ask him how his evening went with Dad, as I was with you guys, and I ask him what he's doing because he's playing games and he's onto YouTube and stuff until the little wee hours of the night. You have nanny for settings, right? But you're not touching that. Mary Poppins can stay away from here. I didn't, seriously, love. It just kind of comes with my phone, and I didn't do anything. I don't know what I did. I transfer one thing to the next to my phone. It like automatically knows that at 11 p.m. I should be in bed. I don't get it. My phone does not know me, but I love it. I love my Google phone, so it is what it is. All right, let's go see Juanson. All right. I feel like I need to put nanny settings on David's phone. And now you're craving, aren't you, sweetie? I know, Mary Poppins. Oh my God. And here I was hoping to watch another epi, sweetie, of our show together of Joe. There's no Joe tonight. I need to go and work on spells. Maybe we'll have Joe tomorrow. No, tomorrow we'll finish late. Maybe Joe on Saturday, sweetie. Yeah, I think Joe might be on Saturday or Monday. We need to go and see what's happening within that. I know after we have a certain time lapse where we have to wait, I think, until the 9th of March, is it? Oh, it's a crazy thing. All right, let's continue. My beautiful souls, Loth and Juanson, I do need to write you guys an email, though. I did book our yearly vacations, so we will be having some vacations, guys, where I will not be able to be live for like 10 days. I know it's a little bit longer than usual. I know, sexy Joe, right? Until la semaine prochaine. Oh, you're so good into your French. Well, no, maybe Saturday. Maybe Saturday, because we won't be finishing too late. Okay, Juanson, let's go see. What do I have over here? So, yeah, part 2 on le 9 de mars. Oh my God, franchement, tu es vraiment juste devenue vraiment trop bonne. Too good in French, sweetie, honestly. So I'm going to have to stay over here. As for you, my dear Juanson, I feel as though, honestly, your beautiful Elizabeth is she's wanting motherhood at this moment. Interesting, isn't it? I'm seeing over here, well, hello, your Empress, everything. Nice to see you. Yes, Carrie, we usually do into the winter time. Lately, it's been more around the month of April or May. It's going to be into April and May this year. So, yeah, it's not right away though, guys. I'll send you the dates, sweeties. So I'm going to have to say over here, my beautiful altogether, Juanson, she's wanting, I know, she is wanting motherhood. I know, seriously. I say, and I want to be as sweet as possible, but at the same time, dirty thoughts come into my mind. Oh no, Lilith, it's not spring break. There's way too many people, sweetie. I'm a hermit. I don't like to go to places where there's 1,000 people at the same time. It does not become enjoyable. It becomes a problem. I like to hermitize myself. Yes. It's not happening till it's from the 28th of March till the 9th of May. So it's at the end of April, guys. Yes. Okay, so let me go and see what I've got. I know. So you need to do whatever it is that you need to do and to go and give her the motherhood she's wanting here, Juanson. Maybe she wants like a baby Juanson. She's thinking about her future. She's thinking about the fact that, you know what, she wants to have children. She wants to have all these beautiful things, but she doesn't really know. And she kind of feels like the clock is ticking is what I'm saying over here, right? That's what I do, Loth. When there's too many people, I don't go to places. I do not. I run away. Over here, we have certain periods of time in the summertime where it's like construction holiday. like the whole town shuts down, like the whole province. And everybody is around. They're like at aquariums. They're all over the place. And during those 2-3 weeks, I go absolutely nowhere. I stay at home into our pool. I do the things that we do around home. I do not go out into any outdoor activities where there is humans, because there is too many humans. It becomes unbearable. I don't feel comfortable into it. There's, arrogant people. There's frustrated people. There's people from all different kinds. I don't feel good into it. I don't like it. I like to be kind of alone. I do. So, yeah. I know. That's what it is. So I like to go out. I like to see people, and I love people, but I love people in certain situations, in little crowds. If there's too many people, there's always somebody who comes a little bit over unbearing and just kind of annoy us. So, yeah. That's it, right? The crowds of the energies is not good. We don't like it. No. Ah, Sean, you know what? You don't need a lot of money to get married, sweetie. You can get married into all different kind of ways. There's a civil marriage. There's the religious marriages, all different kind of marriages over here, sweetie. Oh, Carrie, I hate crowds. I hate them. I don't go towards them. I book every single one. Like, I'll go to the zoo, I'll go to the dinosaur land, I'll go to all these beautiful places that we want to go to, but I'm going to go when there is the least people as possible. When there's a lot of people, I just don't go. I know it's not going to be fun. And my kids, they don't like it when there's too many people because you wait hours to do anything. There's too many people. It's not fun. I hate it, and they hate it. So what's the point? Let's not just do it. And you say once in a while, like your mom, you don't want your kids to have your name. There's too many out there. Why stick with one name? One name? Oh, you want to have two names, Watson. Oh, there you go. See, Carrie, I shop online, so there's not too many people. And I love people. I love to talk with people. I really do. But I love to talk with the beautiful, honest people who want to speak and who want to talk, who are loving and generous and kind and sweet, and who are not nasty and upset because there's too many people, and who want to cut behind the lines. I hate that. I don't like it. I stay away from it. Negative energy. Um, Watson, yeah, I get you, sweetie. I'm a little bit unsure about the whole names. I've complicated my kids' life because they have two names. They have my name and they have David's name. Yes, they almost have the whole alphabet to learn before they actually learn to write their name. It is crazy long. That being said, I'm gonna have to say over here, Watson, you say you went to the fair last year and the day they picked was 10,000 people. That is horrible, Carrie. I would have wanted to turn around. Like, don't even give me a refund. Just let me leave. This is horrible. Why stick around when you have to wait 2 hours to get into a ride? You do 8 rides in your whole day and it costs you a fortune. I don't like it. All right. Okay, Watson, let's get back to you. She wants to become a mother. You need to help her out. Okay? Yeah, you see, all my kids, Carrie, they have both names. So they have Bégin and they have Desmarais. They have both of them together. My reason being is that I have a half brother and I have a half sister. Therefore, I'm the last one that is truly of my bloodline. Therefore, I wanted my bloodline to continue, so I gave my name to my children also. So they have mine and they have David's. It's really a long butt name to learn, seriously. Bégin des Marais. It's long. But that being said, I guess they learn their alphabet quicker, right? What can I say? Um, Oh, well, why not? Why not? I don't know, Juanson. I like to give my kids my name because I want it to continue. I want the tradition and I want the bloodline to continue because otherwise it would end with me. And I feel like it's important, traditionally speaking, for them to have David's name too. So, which is why we have both of them. It's just really, really long. Whenever anybody asks me, what's your kid's name? It's not unusual nowadays, but it's really long. It's like, oh, Anaël Bégin des Marais. It becomes long. Yeah. I know, right? Now you could definitely help with that. You see, that's what it is, my beautiful Carrie. You want the bloodline to continue, therefore you must continue with your name, right? It becomes really long names, but at some point they can always pick one of the two. They don't have to use all of them. They could, like my kids, they could use either Bégin or de Marais. They don't have to use both of them. Oh, just the first, right? You're going to call them no name, Juanson? What is that, Juanson? Oh my God. Oh, you are Sean Connery, Sean? Are you serious? Oh my God. Sexy Sean Connery. Ooh la la. Let's 007 you. Oh, wow. I love that. Okay, Juanson. How is she feeling towards you today? She's missing you. She's thinking about you. And again, I said she wants to become a mother. I kind of feel like you need to help her on out over here. And you're the only one who can help her on out. I know. That's exactly what it is, right, my beautiful Carrie? We're onto the same page, sweetie. I definitely agree with you. And that's why I gave all three of my children my name also. It's kind of long, but it's definitely worth it. Yeah, I know. Lilith is hilarious. Seriously. Buy her the first dinner or coffee. And Lilith was saying her brain cells were not computing earlier, right? I think she lied. What's, I know, right? Done Sean 007. That's your new name now. You're 007 Sean. That is your new spy name. Yes, sexy Sean 007. We're all going to have these beautiful names for everybody, seriously. Sean is 007. Maria is the Maria-nator? Is that it? Okay, enough. I don't know. I think I'm sleepy. Okay, Juanson, let's go see. Although I'm not sleepy, I'm kind of excited. Let me go and take out some Lenormand. Are you guys just so happy that I'm going to take my laptop and I'm going to go and work on some spells for us after? I'm so motivated. No, definitely don't rush on in. You definitely cannot make her, yeah, you don't want things to be, you need to get her a coffee. Absolutely. All right, let's continue. Now we've just got Zach into a place that is a little bit uncomfortable into all of this. Okay, Juanson, we are wanting to break the cycle at this moment. We are thinking about you. We are loving you. We are caring about you. We're wanting to be closer to you. We are thinking about you. But at the same time, we've got like foxes and rats and snakes and mices along the way. So we still have those mices along the way, sweetie. Yeah, that's what it is, right? Spell you to be more stable unless, yeah, okay. Okay, that's what I'm putting into the overall spell for the week is how to make Lilith less crazy this week. Absolutely not. We love you the way that you are. We love your craziness. We don't want to change you. No way. I know that's exactly what it is. We don't want to change Lilith, not for one dime. My gosh. All right, let's continue over here with the angels. Let's go see what the angels have to say. Oh non, 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 non. Je ne répare aucune de tes cellules. No way. No way. Ils sont absolument parfaits. No, no, no. I'm not touching anything into your brain cells. I'm no neurosurgeon. No. 3341. Seeing this number encourages you to uplift the energies into your home and into your environment by any means necessary. Now, this could mean cleaning your area, to move, to shake away negative energy, or really just kind of adding on in, something really good and positive towards you. I know you're not. I mean, Juanson, when you are the T-Rex of everything, why worry about a snake or a fox? You can squish them into one little arm, one little spat of your arm. I'm going to say over here, 8-8. I know, right? Your life purpose is wholly supported by your angels, and congratulations. You need to know that abundance is on its way towards you. And if it's not quite there, it's really on its way. Ah, Carrie, seriously, yes. Lilith and Juanson, they're such amazing souls, and the way that they came on into my life is absolutely amazing also. Let me just go do that over here, and let's go do that. Juancilla. Oh my God, yes, that is, there you go. Sean is 007. Juanson is now Juancilla. Yes. Oh, I think you're lying to me with, yes. We went from him being into night school to a Juancilla. I think we downgraded Juanson. Oh my God. Oh my God. Juanson, I'm so sorry for turning you into a T-Rex. I'm so, so sorry. I want to return you to the knight that you are. I feel like we're downgrading you. It's not good. Okay. Let's... Okay, I'm going to continue on. Juancilla. I love it though. It really makes, it just kind of flows, doesn't it? It kind of goes off the tongue so easily. Doesn't matter if it's in English, Juancilla, or in French, Juancilla. It's the same thing. Yeah, I'm liking. Oh, she is. She is. It is Sir Juancilla the Knight. Oh my God, Juanson. We are so, so sorry. Oh my gosh. Sir Juancilla the Knight. I love it. I love it. It's so good. It is the king of the monsters. Oh, Juanson. I can even find something really sensual with Godzilla on our 18+ night. I'm going to stop it at that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me continue on. Oh, yeah. The Dragon Knight. I think anything would be more fun with you, Juancilla. Definitely. Of course you did. I get butterflies when I think about being alone with you. The sound of your laugh makes my body just it's gonna tingle. I'm so stuck into the Juancilla. I'm so sorry. It is so funny. I worry that you will misinterpret what I'm saying. I never want to hurt you. Something is missing when you're quiet with me, Juancilla. Oh my God. Okay, I must stop. I must stop. I think I'm going to slap myself. Thinking about our future together gives me goosebumps. And somehow you have become a part of every single one of my memories. Sir Juancilla, the dinosaur knight, the first of his name of lands near and far, romancing the dinosaur. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. You're what? A target man? But you're oh my god, my cheeks are sore. It needs to stop. I'm in pain. Okay. Oof, okay, all right. Yes, you know, they say laughing is like many orgasms mixed in together. Of course, the most romantic dinosaurs of them all. It is the Juancinator. That's how I'm going to call you. Okay, enough is enough. I'm going to give you some more messages. I'm gonna sign off because seriously, I can't take this anymore. Getting all the dino ladies, right? I think we all need to go to bed. I would be very, very afraid of the spells I'm going to send you guys. Okay. I'm struggling to overcome my insecurities. I've come a long way, but I still do need a little bit of help. Well, you do need to watch more comedy then, right? Yeah, you need more orgasms. Just come on in and listen to Lilith and Juancin every night. Yeah, I think your coffee just got spiked. I want to hold you tight in my arms, and I want to whisper to you that I love you. The silence between us is kind of bothering me, wondering what you're up to, what you're thinking. Please forgive me for being silent. I know that I'm somewhat a fool, but I want you into my life. Can we really just have that beautiful, new, fresh beginning? That is it. The land of forbidden time is us tomorrow in 18 plus. What's a Juancinator? I stay awake thinking about you, and I fall asleep dreaming about you. You are always into my thoughts, and you are always onto my mind. What a beautiful, fantastic, the most fun live ever. Seriously. New name for Sean, 007. We've got the Juancinator, the land of dinosaurs and dominator of them all. Oh, we're doing great here tonight. Yes. And I'm going to say, you know what? Have yourself some beautiful dreams. You'll be hearing from me later on because I'm going to be putting up some spells. I'm going to work on that underneath some heated blankets upstairs right now. So, I love you guys. Absolutely. That is Elizabeth, and she's waiting. But if you notice, her behind is kind of waiting for Juancilla to come on in. She's definitely wanting something into a certain position. Yeah, I've got you. Onto that, before I get myself into trouble, I'm going to end this stream. And I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. Thank you for this fun live. I love you guys. Good night, everybody. Oh, that's what you say, Juancin. Good night, everybody. I know the tail is lifted. You need to go in with your little T-Rex little hands, and you need to go on in. Seriously, I feel like the T-Rex is missing. We call him the Mignon. His little hands are really absolutely useless. So you need to use whatever good tools you have, Lilith. Not Lilith, Juancin. Go on for it, sweet. The tail is lifted, as she says. Good night, everybody. Yes, you better leave onto that. You better. Things are just going to get worse from here on out. Oh, definitely open in caps. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end this, or I'm going to have to put this in 18 plus. Good night, everybody. An entryway clear. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Yes, I know. Oh, okay. Well, perfectionism, nice to see you, sweetie. We will definitely be back tomorrow. And no double entendre tomorrow. It is what it is. Sweet, sweet dreams, everybody. See you tomorrow. Listen to a lot of comedy. It equals orgasms. See you tomorrow, everybody. Ah.